is true.
Broken Arrow's in an uproar over the Tigers. It's the Ford game of the week on YurView. 5-0 BA hosting 4-1 Westmoore in a key district showdown. Hi everybody, Mike Ziegenhorn alongside me, Dion Amade, and Broken Arrow. Dion, this deep into the season, they are undefeated for the first time in 21 years, and Westmoore's going to try and upset the apple cart.
Yeah, we got a good one tonight, Sid. It's a little bit of smash mouth football versus a little bit of finesse. It's going to be a good one. That speed on the outside for Westmoore is superb. But this BA team, they can run downhill.
Speaking of running downhill, we're going to highlight a couple of running backs in tonight's football game. First, for Westmoore, this guy can not only run it, but he can catch it out of the backfield.
Yeah, Chris Oliver is a spectacular athlete. We saw him last week versus Edmond Memorial. Not only can he run the football between the tackles, but check out these moves on the outside. Adds a different dynamic to this Westmoore offense.
And then for Broken Arrow, Noah Cortez is all you got to say. He's a BA lifer.
Hey, BA lifer, BA man, whatever you want to call him, he can do it all. Check out this athlete, leaping over defenders, leaping tall buildings, and running away from the pack. He can do it all for this BA team, and he'll run the ball tonight. I guarantee you that.
All right, kickoff coming up next. It's the Ford game of the week. Westmoore visiting Broken Arrow.
Game Time on YurView is brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers, the best in Oklahoma. Airco, the company you know. Tulsa Tech, for your future success, go to tulsatech.edu. And by Weoki Credit Union. Join us all fall long for some of the top high school football from around the country on Game Time.
Look, if you're not the lead dog, the scenery never changes. That's why this is the view for every other full-size pickup. And this year, it's deja vu all over again. Because only the Ford F-150 gives you best-in-class torque, best-in-class payload, and you got it, baby, best-in-class towing. This is the big dog. This is the Ford F-150. It doesn't just raise the bar, pal. It is the bar.
Now get 0% financing for 72 months on a new 2018 F-150 at your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
Weoki's new money certificate rates are incredible. Transfer money from another institution to a Weoki 35-month certificate and receive 3.05 APY. Yes, that's over 3%. And get a $100 cash bonus for new CD amounts of $100,000 and greater. Open your certificate with new money at Weoki and start earning incredible rates. Federally insured, rate and bonus are for new money only. Other terms and limitations apply. Contact Weoki for details.
Game Time keys to the game are brought to you by Tulsa Tech. For your future success, go to tulsatech.edu. Join us all fall long for some of the top high school football from around the country on Game Time.
During Ford SUV season, find out why more people come back to Ford than any other brand. Here's a reason.
We've got room.
And here's another.
Waze says it's faster to take the side streets.
Perfect.
And by the way, Ford has won more J.D. Power Initial Quality Awards than any other brand. During Ford SUV season, get 0% for 72 months plus $1,000 bonus cash on Escape.
Three touchdowns. Well, he averages about 10 passes a game. All he's got to do is hand it off, Dion, and they're moving the ball down the field.
That's a quarterback's best friend.
First play of the game to Cortez. And slides through one tackle.
Noah Cortez on the
and
carry.
got about three as we look at the Jags defense. Mikhail Davis, Connor Dowell, Davion Dozier, Jordan Hampton, Jackson Hanson, Keyshawn Oliver, Matthew Metcalf, Zach Johnson, Kerry Shaw, Xavier Brewer, and Trayvon Pierre. They're only allowing just under 18 points a game.
Coach Lorenzo said they were going to have a little bit of a different defense tonight to face this Broken Arrow, a power running game offense. We'll see what it does.
Stack 6 in the box on the line of scrimmage on second down is Cortez
with the ball again.
Is stuffed after picking up 3 on first, Dion. So there's one of the wrinkles he talked about right there.
Yeah, and you saw right there Mikhail Davis coming in scot-free, making the first initial contact.
Look what Cortez has done. 714 yards, set a Broken Arrow school record last week. 6 touchdowns in a game, all of them in the first half.
That's pretty impressive.
He's on pace to break all kinds of school records here at Broken Arrow, rushing the football. On second down, pass caught and wide open receiver, Logan Matthews, and he's got the first down and more.
Logan Matthews.
Hey, and they can pass. Check out what they needed most on that big third down. You see he steps back, just calm, gets that drag route across the field. It's a little bit behind the wide receiver, but he does a good job of corralling it and bringing in Logan Matthews, getting in for the first down.
Pickup of 17. They needed 5. They've got the first now right at the 36. And that's Cortez to the right. He's across midfield. Noah Cortez taken down at about the 23-yard line. So a nice run by him.
And he shows off a little bit of that speed. You see it right there on the outside. They do a little bit of a counter play where they got some pullers and he gets some help, and there's nobody containing for this Westmoore defense. So he breaks to the outside, has the speed to get up some yards and gets pulled down from behind. But that's a big chunk of yards for this Broken Arrow offense.
41, that's how big the chunk was for Cortez, and VA's offense and business here, another first down. Down on the right side, breaking tackles and getting into the end zone for the first quarter tonight. Keywan Tolbert, his second touchdown of the year.
Keywan Tolbert. He comes in to spell Cortez, and he does the rest. He says, don't worry, big fella, I got this. Let me finish it off. Check out the little sweet play. Running through arm tackles. Look at that, big stiff arm, and then gets to the end zone. First touchdown of the night, and I probably won't be the last for Broken Arrow.
Just the 17th time that Tolbert has touched the ball this year, and he makes the Westmoore defense pay. Broken Arrow strikes quickly. They've been doing it all season long, Dion, outscoring their opponents 74-14 in the first quarter alone. Hey, don't forget, next Friday night, in fact, we've got a doubleheader going on. Game Time, YurView, the Ford game of the week will be in one of these 3 places. Next Friday, we want to go and have you pick the game of the week for us. Your options, UConn versus Westmoore, Carl Albert Guthrie, or Broken Arrow and Santa Fe. Go to yourview.com/Ford fan pick to cast your vote. Vote early, vote often. Voting ends Monday at noon. Look for the results later on Monday at yourview.com. Game Time next Friday at 7 with the game the fans choose on the Ford Fan Pack or Pick. Watch it live on YurView Channel 3. So get out and vote. We've all been tweeting out the links. So you can go on Twitter and click on it, or go to yourview.com and vote as well for the Ford game of the week next Friday night.
That's a pretty cool deal right there. I mean, you have an opportunity to pick which game comes to your town. If your school is on there, you find it, you vote, you tell your friends, and you get us, YurView, out there to your game and televise it for all the world to see.
Kickoff is short. Taken by Zach Johnson. And take a look at the Westmoore offense. Up front, Garrett Human, Trey Stewart, Lane Grantham, Tyler Steinmetz, Jorge Azina, and Joaquin Richardson, Kendrick Britton, and Jacob Clark, the receivers, along with Colby Phillips and Chris Oliver in the backfield for sophomore quarterback Dayton Wolf. Wolf has thrown for 654 yards and 14 touchdowns on the season as a sophomore. 6 weeks in, starting to finally find himself and get comfortable with the offense, Dion.
Yes, sir.
He keeps it on first down, and the Tigers defense is there to meet it.
Looks like Dayton Wolf had a little bit of a jersey change, because that's definitely him.
Yeah.
But he's not wearing the number 6 anymore.
And here's the BA defense as Westmoore quickly back to the line of scrimmage on second down. And pass out in the flat, and that one is incomplete.
And we mentioned it in the open, Chris Oliver is a dangerous, dangerous athlete outside of the backfield in the passing game. Right there, you see him try and go for a little screen pass. He saw the quarterback was under duress, but it just gets on him a little too quickly, and he can't handle the football.
Third down and 9 as Wolf got just a yard on that first down play. His pass is complete to Chris Oliver.
Pass complete.
And Chris Oliver does a good job after catch. He doesn't have the first down initially. He's almost there. He just fights off a couple of BA tacklers and gets enough for the first down. Look at this right here. Yards after contact, yak yards is what we like to call them here in the football business.
He needed 9, got about 12, and that puts him out to the 38-yard line. So first down for Westmoore. Dayton Wolf hands it off on the sweep, and nowhere to go on that one as Oliver's locked down.
And you can see what Westmoore is trying to do early in this game. They know that Broken Arrow is a big, strong, tough team, and their linebackers can handle whatever they serve up between the tackles. Let's test your speed. Let's test your discipline. Let's see what you got on the outside. Right there, you saw the linebackers stay on the quarterback, and the ones that came over to the sweep, they kept contained, and they got them for no yards on the game. Let's see if they can keep that up the rest of the ball game.
Once again, handoff to Oliver. Left side, and nothing there but a bunch of black jerseys from the BA defense. Took BA 2 minutes to march down and score. Actually about 1:55, so let's see what Westmoore, they're hitting the 2-minute mark right now, and it would be in their best interest to control the ball and control that clock.
Yeah, because although BA is a running football team, they're bound to hit a big one anytime they touch the football.
Third down and 9. Wolf again under pressure flag comes in, there's going to be a hold, and then we got a flag, probably defensive pass interference against Broken Arrow, so we're going to run it again.
We have a flag on the play.
And I'm guessing these two are going to be offsetting because the flag back there is thrown in the vicinity of holding, and right there you could see the defensive back kind of tackle the wide receiver before the ball got there.
Referee tonight, Todd Ragsdale.
There are multiple fouls on the play. Holding, offense, number 73. Pass interference, defense, number 9. Those penalties offset, replay third down.
So there you have it. And watch out for 73 right there in the middle of your screen. He was holding number 42 for the Broken Arrow Tigers, Kaiser Newell.
Yeah, and that's not going to be the first time we hear that flag being thrown tonight as on a holding call. This BA defense is fast.
And again, Wolf under pressure gets away from it and then throws the ball too high for his intended receiver that time for Westmoore, Colby Phillips. And it'll bring up a fourth down, and Lorenzo Williams going to send out the front down.
But that was an impressive way for Dayton Wolf to avoid the pressure. Look at this. Whoop! And then he steps up into the pocket. The pass gets a little high on him because he's in a hurry. He's not able to set his feet really well. But coach makes the catch.
Nice grab by the coach on the sideline.
And Morstad in punt formation.
Punt is off, and it takes a Westmoore bounce. Wow, down 14-13, using the wind blowing a little bit.
Good roll.
Yeah, that's where BA will take over. 7.5 to go. First quarter, you're looking at David Alexander, the head coach of the Broken Arrow Tigers, in his 5th year, 7-5 a year ago, 36-16 overall. Last 5 years at Broken Arrow, the Tigers are 41-19, Dion. But the big bugaboo, I guess, about BA has always been largest school in the state. They've never won a state championship. They may be able to break that string this year. From what I've seen, they are the best team in high school football in Oklahoma.
And that's the question I kept getting as soon as they won that first game against Union. Is BA for real this year? Is BA for real this year? Well, they answered the call in non-district. Let's see how they handle the pressure in district play.
Noah Cortez bouncing off tacklers on first down.
Noah Cortez carrying the football.
Rush close to 2,000 yards plus on the season. 7:15 coming into this one, and he is a workhorse.
And yeah, and he does a lot of the heavy lifting, but I'm telling you, he has a good set of offensive linemen up front that they open some big holes for him too.
He's got 50 yards already tonight, and Cherry is checked into the game on second down.
Quintevin Cherry.
I'll tell you right now, this Westmoore defense, they're going to load the box. They're going to load the box because they can see they need the numbers to help. They got the DBs on the outside to handle this BA team man-to-man. From corner to safety, these guys can run. So it's up to the interior defense, the defensive linemen, the linebackers, to get off blocks and make some tackles and handle their part on the inside. It's going to be a tall order. They got to be able to handle it if Westmore's going to get a win tonight.
They will run two quarterbacks. Tate Robards back in on third down. Pass complete. Caught for a first down. Second catch of the night for Logan Matthews.
And there you see it right there. Westmoore is in cover one defense. That's man-to-man on the outside, one safety over the top. So they got outside leverage to force everything inside to that safety. But you see that? You hit the quick slant, and it's a beater right there. Look at the quick slant, and he's lucky he gets that tackle, or else he's one-on-one with that safety on the back end.
Five-man front for the Westmoore defense. Cortez stuffed at the line of scrimmage, ended up still getting about 2 yards out of it as he goes from the 30 to around the 32. And Dion, you know, it's got to pick your poison if you're Westmoore, because we want to stop the run, but now we're putting our DBs in a position where they got to cover somebody.
Yeah, and I'm telling you right now, that was the conversation this week. He was telling them, hey, this is going to be hard for you, but we need more help on the inside than we do on the outside. So you have to rise up to the occasion. And the question is, will they be able to do it tonight?
Fake to Cortez. And in the backfield and rolling away is Tate Robars, and he went for Newell and his pass was incomplete, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 for Broken Arrow, but they've been successful on their 3rd down conversion so far tonight.
And that was a good job by Robar right there. You saw him, he was under duress, but he was able to elude the pressure and just at least get the ball out so that it's still a manageable 3rd down.
There you see the senior Robards, 6'3", 205 on 3rd and 8. Passes, there comes a flag, and Isaiah Keller was looking around for it. He said he was being held as he tried to make his cut. You don't agree? You're a defensive back. You're never going to agree.
But this one right here was a little ticky-tack, and it was let me describe it to you. It's a switch route on the outside, so the receivers are going to try and rub. The defensive back has to play it close so he doesn't get rubbed off.
Pass interference, defense number 29. 15 yards from the previous spot, 1st down.
Todd Ragsdale's joined by Jason Simpson, Aaron Freeman, Steve Blank, and Mike Tart on tonight's game. Second time we've heard from Todd, and here's what Deion's talking about.
And you see he has his hand on his upfield shoulder right there, but it's just to say stay close to him. I didn't really see anything. Did you see something, Zig?
He said he was being hooked, but I don't know, they probably always say that, don't they?
Hey, that's what those wide receivers do, man.
BA lines up in a strong formation, and it's Q Cherry breaking tackles, pulling defenders with him. Another flag comes flying in from the far side, and they have a hold on Broken Arrow that far downfield. I know it's hard to tell. We'll see. Cherry also.
Q Cherry.
Yeah.
That's one for his running style. His last name doesn't match.
No.
There's nothing sweet about that running style right there. It's all power. I can see the moves from here.
Holding, offense, number 90. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay, 1st down.
So if you're going to change it, I mean, you got to change his last name to something strong. What are you going to change it to if it's not Cherry?
We'll think of something and have it for you at the end of the half. Look at all that. Look at that. He's got a couple moves, sweet feet, but look at these. Like he's not coming down by one man.
No, he is not. 6'3", 222. Robards again on 2nd and long after the penalty, and that one incomplete. Kind of threw it in between a couple of receivers on that play.
You can see these defensive backs, they're playing with some cushion back there on that man-to-man defense. And it's helping them. They're able to break on the football quickly. How much can it help them tonight is the question.
So 2nd and 12. Cherry back in there as they go into a power formation. He's going to roll out. Has Newell wide open. He's got the 1st down and more. He may go the distance. Kaiser Newell, touchdown, Broken Arrow. 53 yards for the score.
And they lull them to sleep, Zig. They lull them to sleep. When you have the running capabilities of a Broken Arrow, you are able to run, and then they're going to see a run again, and they're going to bite on the fake, but then the bootleg comes, and the fullback is wide open. But we got a flag.
Holding, offense, number 26. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay, 2nd down.
It's 2 holding calls on this drive alone for these BA Tigers.
That's on Matt Kaiser, and Kaiser is known as probably the top blocking receiver in the state. Wow.
I'm not going to make it a habit of defending wide receivers, but that one I don't think there was much of a hole to cause a flag.
So they move it back. It's 2nd 12. Robards throws up top, has a wide open receiver. And look who it is. It's Kaiser. And he loses his helmet. He goes down, and It's going to be a first down, Broken Arrow. No flags on the field this time.
Yeah, and Kaiser hits him with the double move after the flag. Look at this right here. On the outside, you're going to be able to see him. He hesitates and then hesitating go, and he beats the cornerback. And has a couple of moves to get a couple extra yards too before a defender helps his teammate out and jumps over the top.
Kaiser's 16th catch of the season. Came in with 217 total yards and a touchdown. They let him get a little bit of revenge after he got the penalty. BA now down inside the 20. Into Cortez. Look at that wall of blockers in front of him.
Great vision. Great vision by Cortez. They pull a guard and they have a fullback. But Westmoore does a good job. They attack. They force the issue, and they bring in that linebacker. Watch this fullback right here. He gets stoned. Watch this lineman here. He gets stoned. So he sees it. He bounces it outside. Great vision, and he almost got the ball taken away. You saw him being able to switch the ball to the outside arm. That's what they teach those young running backs. Ball towards the sideline. Ball towards the sideline. Put it in your outside arm. Because of that, the ball didn't get stripped away right there.
Corey Wyatt, number 21. Almost stripped him, but got the touchdown-saving tackle. Cortez again. Noah Cortez, touchdown, Broken Arrow. A 12-yard touchdown run for Noah and 16th TD of the year.
And it's just a nice, sweet play. Good blocking on the outside, and Noah Cortez sees the hole, and he goes for it.
Nice cutback on a dime. Now on top, 14-0, 3:30 to go in the first at Memorial Stadium. PAT by Skylar Seagraves through the upright. You're watching the Ford game of the week on YurView.
Game Time Keys to the Game are brought to you by Tulsa Tech. For your future success, go to tulsatech.edu. Join us all fall long for some of the top high school football from around the country on Game Time.
Are you looking to build a career in the high demand and high paying field of construction? What are you waiting for? Tulsa Tech offers affordable, hands-on training and state-of-the-art facilities. Great training that can give you confidence. Get trained in fields like carpentry, electricity, HVAC, masonry, and welding. To learn how Tulsa Tech can help you make your own path to a successful career, call 918-828-5000 or visit tulsatech.edu.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
Back in Broken Arrow tonight. Every school says they have the best student section in the state. BA's got one of the top student sections as well. They get pretty rowdy and wild in that south end zone, Dion.
Yes, they do, and you know what time it is. It's kind of been a little staple in football these days on every level. The NFL, college, high school. When it comes to the month of October, these kids beg to bring out the pink.
Seagraves kickoff. Fair taunt right at the 30-yard line and hauled in by Tyson Edwards. And that's where Westmoore is going to take over. Take a look at the Broken Arrow scoring drive. They overcame a couple of penalties, holding penalties, in fact. And offensively, they were able to get it done.
Yeah, you see a couple of quick slants, and they did a good job passing the ball on this drive and kind of bailed them out on a couple of early first downs to get in front of the chains. And then you know who the man is. Number 4 on his back. He finds the end zone and gets the touchdown for the Tigers.
11 plays, 86 yards, ate up about 4 minutes. Ended up with a Noah Cortez 11-yard touchdown run, his 16th of the season. Westmoore with the ball for the second time. Dayton Wolf. Nice run up the middle. And bounces off a couple of defenders and gets some extra yards, and a late flag comes flying in.
Yeah, and that was a good, tough run from Wolf right there, being able to show that QB draw. Got a flag back here, though. It's going to be interesting to see what they call. It might be something after the whistle.
After the play, personal foul, 73 offense. 15 yards from the end of the run. Second down.
Second down. Boy, it would have been second and short. Instead, now it's going to be second and really long. And take a look at Wolf.
Yeah, Wolf is not he's not a small guy, okay? He can definitely put his pads down and get a couple yards for himself and put this offense in a good position on second down. But right there, it just goes to what our keys was. It's not who you play, it's how you play. You can't make mistakes like this, and you see it cost the Westmoore offense.
Hands it off in the backfield. And Oliver tackled immediately, and in on to make the tackle for Broken Arrow, Campbell Yeager.
Chris Oliver carrying the football.
Yeah, Yeager's been all over the place early in this contest. He's been living in that backfield quite a bit. We haven't called his name, but he's definitely been a force to reckon with.
David Alexander said this is probably the fastest defense he's had in his 4+ years that he's been here at BA. Wolf rolling to his right. Going downfield, and everybody covered. Good job by the BA secondary.
Yeah, this is a secondary. You just mentioned it. This is the fastest defense BA probably has ever had. And it all starts with that guy in that back end right there. Number 9, in my opinion, Slusher is the man back end. I mean, last year he played and started at corner and was definitely one of the top players in the state at that position. But this year they asked him to move back to safeties just so they can get all of their athletes on the field. You can see on the bottom of your screen, he has offers from everybody, from both positions. This is a guy you just want in your secondary. Doesn't matter where he is. You've got some guys on the outside, or you need some help on the back end. Slusher can do it for you.
Jags punting for the second time tonight. Taking the punt for Broken Arrow, Isaiah Keller. He crosses midfield and already in Westmoore territory. I mentioned it early on. Broken Arrow just comes out and puts the pedal to the metal. Dion, they've scored 74 points in the first quarter this season.
In the first quarter?
In the first quarter.
You didn't say the first half. You said the quarter?
Quarter. Yeah. Oh, first half, they're averaging 137 points in the first half. Wow. They've scored 137 in the first half. As you take a look at Coach Lorenzo Williams, who's a defensive guy, Midwest City guy, played at Mizzou, played defensive lineman at Mizzou. He's got to figure something out to slow this BA offense down.
Yeah, and he's got his work cut out for him too. You see, they're going to stick with this cover 1 defense right now. You can see they're manned up on the outside.
You asked him before the game, you're going to go with your 4-2-5, and he just kind of laughed and said, not against his team. We're going to throw some wrinkles at him.
Yes, sir. You can't leave the box empty and bare when you got running backs like Broken Arrow has and an offensive line that can just mull you over.
Westmoore 6 defenders on that line of scrimmage this time. Give to Cortez. Just dancing and weaving his way, able to pick up positive yards.
It's like he's looking for contact. It's like he's looking for it. He just gets he finds a hole, he gets to the outside, then he puts his head down, he hits 1, he hits 2, and then finally, when he's a little worn down, they bring him down to the turf.
He's been offered by UCO already. Had a lot of D2s after him. He keeps it up. He may get some low-end D1 interest before the season's out. Second down. Cortez again. Close to another first down.
He's consistently bouncing off of tacklers. They're doing a good job on the line of scrimmage. Most of the time, you see a great offensive line, which BA is. They just create a new line of scrimmage. Well, with the way Westmoore is playing defense, this box is loaded and it's not budging. So Cortez, he just bounces against the offensive line, then he gets back, he finds a hole, then he goes forward, breaks a couple tackles, and then continues to get positive yardage. You asked Coach before, what kind of kid is he? What does he mean to your team? And we're talking about Cortez here, and he says he's the guy. He's the one that brings the energy to practice. He's the one that provides the leadership. He's all about this team, and we follow him where he goes.
Quintevin Cherry, they call him Q, into the game, and submarine, and he did not make the first down. Great tackle by Kerry Shaw for Westmoore, and BA will probably go for it on 4th and short.
And that's a great play by Kerry Shaw to come out of his DB, cornerback, safety position to come up and make the tackle. Look at this. He knifes through and makes the big hit. Look at that. Look at him come over the top of blockers and find the ball carrier and put him on the turf before he can get the first down. Let's see if BA can do it on 4th.
Any time, 10 seconds on the play clock. Cherry again, just waiting for blockers. He's going to score off the right side on 4th and short. 28-yard touchdown run. Q Cherry just like that.
Just like that. I said, could he get the one that they needed for 4th down? He got that and plenty more. Then he not only got that, he got it all.
Pretty much untouched. Just like that, it's 21-0 Broken Arrow. Cherry, 5th touchdown of the year. Twelve seconds to go here in the first quarter, and Broken Arrow continues to dominate quarter number 1, just like they have all season long.
Yeah, it's just impressive. It's just impressive the way they find where the hole is, use their offensive line to their benefit, and attack. When they put their shoulders down, they're running through people.
Don't forget, we have back-to-back games for you next Thursday and Friday night. The Ford game of the week. On Thursday, we're going to be in Norman. Putnam City North will be in town to take on Norman North. Game time next Thursday, 7 o'clock on YurView. It's PC North against Norman North. Panthers and Timberwolves. Thursday at 7 on YurView. And then, of course, Friday night, your chance to pick the Ford game of the week. Go to yourview.com/FordFanPick and cast your vote. So Thursday and Friday, Dion and Steve Marshall will be calling the action for us over on the west side of the state.
See if Broken Arrow goes with this pooch kick again. Seems like you see offenses, or excuse me, special teams do this when they have supreme confidence in their defense, and it's always a safe bet.
Fair caught again, made by Tyson Edwards. And you're right, you'll give up 7 to 8 yards of field position knowing your defense is hopefully going to stop them anyway, right?
Yeah, because this right here is a good chance of a turnover where you have the ball floating in there. If he doesn't fair catch this, which he does, but still, if he drops the kick, your kick unit can come in and recover the ball and give your offense another chance of getting on the field. And there's nothing to worry about the good field position because you got a strong defense to defend the turf.
Westmoore was only giving up about 18 points a game. They've already given that up here in the first quarter, Dion.
See the man-to-man defense coming out.
First down play, and look at that. All the BA defenders out there and one blocker in front of the running back, Chris Oliver. That's it. Quarter number 1 in the books. BA on top, 21-0. You're watching the Ford game of the week on YurView.
Make the tackle, and that's the end of the first quarter. Play with your score. The Tigers 21, the Jaguars.
Look, if you're not the lead dog, the scenery never changes. That's why this is the view for every other full-size pickup. And this year, it's deja vu all over again. Because only the Ford F-150 gives you best-in-class torque, best-in-class payload, and you got it, baby, best-in-class towing. This is the big dog. This is the Ford F-150. It doesn't just raise the bar, pal. It is the bar.
Now get 0% financing for 72 months on a new 2018 F-150 at your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
Weoki's new money certificate rates are incredible. Transfer money from another institution to a Weoki 35-month certificate and receive 3.05 APY. Yes, that's over 3%. And get a $100 cash bonus for new CD amounts of $100,000 and greater. Open your certificate with new money at Weoki and start earning incredible rates. Federally insured, rate and bonus are for new money only. Other terms and limitations apply. Contact Weoki for details.
When summer heats up and your AC isn't working right, be cautious of getting pressured into a replacement.
It's always a good idea to get a second opinion, and Airco will let you know if your old air conditioner is worth fixing.
So call Airco for a second opinion.
Call Airco Service today.
The company you know.
No one thinks about their water heater until it fails.
At that point, you have a huge mess on your hands with water damage everywhere.
A planned water heater replacement can save you a lot of trouble.
Right now, you can save big on a new high-efficiency water heater.
Call Airco Service.
The company you know.
Back at Memorial Stadium on the campus of Broken Arrow High School, it's the Ford Game of the Week. Mike Ziegenhorn, Deanna Amati, and our YurView crew. Appreciate you joining us. Broken Arrow, 203 yards of offense in that first quarter. Westmoore just 33. And they're trying to add to it here on 2nd and 9, and the pass is complete that time.
And that's the matchup I've been wanting to see all night. Number 7, Jacob Clark versus number 9, Slusher. Look at this. I want to see this man-to-man because Jacob Clark, it's been told by me, has about 4.2 speed in the 40. 4.2. That's a guy who can move. And Slusher, with his man-to-man abilities and his offers from everybody in the country, that's the thing that you need to watch inside the battle, but within the game.
3rd and 3. And movement up front.
We have flags on the play.
And another penalty.
Prior to the snap, false start. Number 9, offense. 5 yards.
And let's see if they go back to this zig. I saw what this Westmoore offense wanted to do. It was a fake run, and they're going to set up that screen pass to Jacob Clark on the back side here. Let's see if they go back to it. If they don't go back to it now, I bet you we'll see it later on in the game.
Got a 3rd and 3. It's now 3rd and 8. Dayton Wolf normally wears number 6. He's got 15 on tonight. Trying to confuse everybody. Under pressure. Gets away and then does not get away as the second man through the line that time. Gavin Potter was able to pull him down.
Potter with the speed of this Broken Arrow defense. Look at Dayton Wolf avoid the pressure. Get out, tries to set his feet, but before he can, he's brought down on the ground. Look at Dayton, spin move, nice, executes it perfectly, tries to set his feet to throw, and doesn't know that Gavin is still on his back.
Westmoore with just 1 first down tonight is going to have to punt again. That was nearly blocked. It just got it away. Isaiah Keller, and again, Broken Arrow with awesome field position inside Westmoore territory. So you mentioned that you do those pooch kicks, you rely on your defense to hold them, you get field position, and that's what BA's been doing here in the first half.
Yeah, and that's what they've been doing on kickoff. And the first time, as far as Westmoore's special teams go, that last punt, he out-kicked his coverage, so they were able to get great field position on the return. This time, not to it wasn't the punt that he had wanted. It was high in the air, got that hang time, but didn't get the distance on it. So it's a great field position again for Broken Arrow.
First down pass thrown to the left side. Getting away from tacklers. Trevon Client. So Trevon Client picked up some nice yards on first down. And again, those BA receivers out front blocking.
First down, Tigers.
BA just a number of weapons on offense, Dion.
Yes, sir. When you have the capability of running the football like they do, you got to have some wide receivers that can block on the outside.
Robards, touchdown.
And you got to have some wide receivers that can also catch the football.
That's the Client, and I was watching that play develop, and I guess they were in a zone, and it looked like 2 defenders ran to the other side of the field. and Client was wide open.
Yeah, and we're going to get a second look at this right here because it looks like they might be in cover 2, but their safety wasn't able to get off the hash there on that 7 route. BA trying to show everybody, I mean, we can run the football, but we can pass if we have to. They've done it well tonight.
They've only been averaging 10 passes a game on the season.
Is good. 9:37 to go in the first half. You're going to score the Tigers 28, the Jaguars 0.
And they're definitely going to pass that tonight the way things are going. Look at Robards again. He read the defense. See, both defenders went to the up man, and Client ran right by him.
And it's a beautiful pass, too. A beautiful pass. Look at him step back. All fluid motions and just a pretty ball.
Yeah. Two plays, 37 yards, 23 seconds.
And it all starts with that great field position. On the defense doing what they have to do, stopping this offense. When the special teams comes out there, and it's a good, nice return, and it sets it up perfectly for the offense. And 2 plays later, they're back in the end zone.
Skylar Seagraves to kick off.
So Seagraves will kick off again for BA. And with the wind at his back, he may try and go deep this time. And he does. And they're going to start at the 20. And if I'm not mistaken, probably the worst starting field position of the night for Westmoore. But not what you need.
At their own 20-yard line.
Down 28-0.
Yeah, they weren't having a lot of success when they were in favorable field position. Let's see what they do with this one.
Good crowd here tonight in Broken Arrow, this west side of the stands, full with a lot of BA fans. And this team has definitely proven to be #1 in the state so far this season at 5-0. They beat Jinx, they beat Owasso, and they beat Union. But now they're taking care of district play, and on first down, Dayton Wolf runs it up the middle.
Yeah, they've been having a lot of success with that quarterback run. I mean, that last drive, they started it off right with a big 9-yard gain, but they had a penalty flag, and it kind of set them back behind the chains, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. So this time, no flag. Let's see what they can do. One of the keys for Westmoore, when I talked to Coach Lorenzo, he was telling me, I want this team to play downhill on both sides of the football.
Nice start and stop. Jacob Clark. There's that speed you were talking about, Dion. He pretty much came to a dead stop when he was getting toward the sideline. Watch him here. He's going to stop and then start again, and then he picks up enough to get the first down. Otherwise, he would have been stopped.
And breaking up a couple tackles, too. Doing a good job. I just don't – I always question when they run that play, those jet sweeps over there to the boundary side. I think it's more favorable when the athlete has a lot more room to work with and he doesn't run out of real estate.
Quick tunnel screen to Clark, and that one is broken up on the inside, and a great defensive play by Gavin Potter.
Excuse me, sir. He wanted him to halt, and halt now. He puts his arms around him and said, come here, young man. Check it out again. Just an inside screen tunnel to the slot wide receiver, and there's Potter. He says, no, sir. No, sir.
He got nothing out. In fact, they lost a yard on first down. 2nd and 11. Here you see Potter. No offers yet for college, but they think they're coming his way pretty soon as more and more tape and word gets out about this young man.
Yeah, right there, a dangerous screen pass to the wide receiver on the outside. You can definitely tell after the first quarter, there's communication on that sideline for this Westmoore offense saying number 7 is not touching the rock enough. This is our best athlete on the field, and he needs to be touching the ball, and they're trying to do that here in the second quarter.
Clark is the team's leading receiver. 22 catches, 327 yards coming into this one. Wolf looking downfield. Clark caught it. Did he get a toe in? Yes, he did. Good catch.
And that was a nice pass in a tight window with the defender on his back and the sideline coming to him closely. Look at this again. Rotates his shoulders and puts some mustard on that ball, and he squeezes in. And look at Jacob Clark with the wherewithal to get not one but two. Tap them toes, young man.
He did, got them both down. Nice catch and throw by both players. Clark, a senior, Dayton Wolf, just a sophomore. Pretty heady play by the young man there. Now Wolf, first down, hits Clark again. I think he's touched the ball the last 4 possessions.
And he needs to.
Plays.
And he needs to, okay? The Westmoore offense says enough is enough. We need to get the ball to our athletes, and that's what they're doing on this drive. And I'm going to tell you one thing. I've seen Dayton Wolf. This will be 2 weeks in a row now. I'm thoroughly impressed about his athleticism and his capabilities back there throwing the football.
7.5 to go before the half. Broken Arrow, 21 points in the first quarter, and that's why they have the 28-0 lead. Wolf, quick pitch, goes to the right side to Oliver. He may have picked up a couple before he was pulled down. It's going to bring up a third.
Chris Oliver carrying the ball.
Maybe 4.5 to 5.
And they run that option play. I don't think it's run or executed to the liking of the coaching staff for Westmoore, especially with the speed of this BA defense. That one's not going to be a successful run play in this ball game.
Aaron Tricky Stokes in on the tackle last play.
Tricky.
And Coach Lorenzo Williams wants to call a timeout.
Timeout, Westmoore, their first of the half.
First of the half. We will take a break too. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week. Westmoore at Broken Arrow.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
Are you looking for a career where you can work anywhere and even travel the world? Do you have a passion to work with people, plan events, or own your own restaurant? Tulsa Tech can help you build a successful career with exciting hospitality programs. Programs like culinary arts, restaurant and lodging management, and event planning. Make your own path to a successful career you love by calling Tulsa Tech at 918-828-5000 or apply online at tulsatech.edu.
Game Time Keys to the Game are brought to you by Tulsa Tech. For your future success, go to tulsatech.edu. Join us all fall long for some of the top high school football from around the country on Game Time.
Ford Game of the Week, Broken Arrow Westmoore, 28-0 Tigers on top in this one, as they scored 21 in the first. All rushing touchdowns. And then they had a passing touchdown to start quarter number 2. Westmoore trying to get something going offensively. Wolf, this time hauled down. BA linebackers there. Kaiser Newell was there.
And that's an impressive play by Yeager. Look at this again. Wolf has the hole. He has the blocker. With the speed and the quickness of Yeager to get around the block and make the tackle by himself. That's an impressive linebacker. That's an impressive play.
Campbell Yeager, the junior, also in on that last tackle. See a lot of the players that have pink on tonight. Some of them wearing pink shoes. Some have the pink armbands on, all for breast cancer awareness. Wolf going to keep again. And Zach Marcoselli was the tackle that time. First time we've called his name tonight.
Yeah, the TCU commit coming up and making a strong tackle, but not before Dayton Wolf gets the first down, muscling through the tackle and getting just enough for it on 4th down.
Fourth first down of the night for Westmoore. 3 of them have come on this drive. Rather, 2 of them. Wolf, plenty of time to throw. And the pass nearly picked off. Looked like Jacob, one of the other receivers for Westmoore, Colby Phillips, is down and had fallen down around the area where the pass was almost intercepted.
And official's timeout for injury.
And as we take a look at the replay, he wants this go route over here near BA's sideline, but there was a safety over the top, so he checks down and looks at his number 2 in the progression, but he doesn't see the cornerback falling back into the coverage.
Let's take a look at the district standings. Broken Arrow on top, along with Santa Fe and Westmoore. And, of course, BA will get Santa Fe next week. So on back-to-back weeks, they're going to play the number 2 and 3 teams in the district. Jinx, they are on the road tonight. And then UConn, Norman, Edmond Memorial, and Enid to round out all those teams in district.
Yeah, and it's an impressive-looking district, especially the top 4. Check it out one more time as I list it off. Broken Arrow, Edmond, Santa Fe, Westmoore, and Jinx. Edmond and Santa Fe, they got some athletes over there on the outside, and that defense is no slouch either.
Kobe Phillips, the injured Jaguar.
Jinx is on the road tonight at UConn. You see Phillips getting some help from the training staff at Westmoore and off the field. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Westmoore when we get back into playing action. Hey, don't forget to join us for the Giga Blast halftime show. We'll have the Pride of Broken Arrow first half highlights, stats, and more. That's coming up at halftime, your Giga Blast halftime show. David Alexander, we talked to him a little bit before a game about what is the mentality of this team? What is the state of this team? Because so often you see a Broken Arrow team, like on that drive where they had the 2 penalties. They wouldn't have scored in the past on a drive like that. The team would have thought everything's not going our way, this isn't going to work out, and they wouldn't score. That was the different mentality you see from the team this year.
And one of the things he told us is he put this team in some tough predicaments during the offseason and then during summer camp. He said, I wanted to make it tough on these guys, not to just make them tough, but to make them mentally tough. And I think that's been the difference in the Broken Arrow team thus far in the season.
Wolf under duress, big time, and he is sacked.
And mama, there goes that man. Number 32, Yeager. Yay, Yeager.
His 3rd sack of the season. Campbell Yeager just not even touched by anybody on the offensive line, comes from his linebacker position and makes the sack. Yeager puts him away, and now it's a 3rd and 24 situation for Broken Arrow. 4.5 to go before the half. Here come the Tigers again, but it's a screen pass, this time to Chris Oliver. And another penalty flag, and we may have a roughing the passer on BA. And if that's the case, it's going to be enough added on to the end of the screen pass for a Westmoore. Well, it'll be close to a Westmoore first down. They have to get to the 31.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense, 15 yards from the end of the run, first down.
And it is right at the 31-yard line, and that is a first down. There you see as Wolf went down kind of dangerous, a low hit on the quarterback as he jumped to throw the ball. And Chris Oliver took the little screen pass and ran down the field, and now it's a first down for Westmoore. Wolf Rolling right, throwing back to his left. Pass is caught. Are they going to say he was inbounds? Yes, at the 5-yard line. What a grab by Dylan Taylor. Take a look at this. Wolf rolls to his right, looks back to his left, throws it out, and Taylor steps in front of Gavin Potter for the catch at the 5-yard line. First and goal now for Westmoore. 4 receivers to the right. An early movement from the Westmoore Jags. Appears on several times tonight when Westmoore gets something positive going. Either get a sack or a penalty, it backs them up.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, number 71, 5 yards from the previous spot. Replay, first down.
Moves it back, still first and goal now. Instead of the 5, they're at the 10. Travis Hill, you see him there on the left of your screen, the defensive coordinator here at Broken Arrow. One-time coach at East Central. They won some state championships while he was there. Wolf's going to keep left side, big hole. And he's going to get most of those penalty yards back. And going to bring up a second goal for Westmoore.
Second and goal from the 6.
Second goal from the 6-yard line for Westmoore. Eon is headed downstairs. As soon as he gets hooked up, we'll bring him back in. A pass on second goal, incomplete, as they went to Jacob Clark. We have another flag on the play.
We have a flag on the play.
A lot of penalty flags here in the first half. Ineligible receiver downfield for Westmoore, and if you're BA, I think you wave it off. Pass was incomplete.
Ineligible receiver downfield on the offense. Penalty is fourth down.
So it's going to bring up a 4th and goal for Westmoore. Field goal really does him no good here. Third down, the official said 4. Should be third down. They had the penalty, they ran, they passed, and then this down is third. Yes, third down. Should be third down. Wolf rolling to his right. Throws it into the back of the end zone and out of bounds. That'll bring up a 4th down. The BA defense was in his face. BA's only given up 24 points in the first half all season. And so far tonight, holding Westmoore scoreless. .329 to go. Westmoore's going to try and get some points on the board and kick a field goal. Ryan Knight, number 8. And it's good.
Field goal is good.
And right there, I didn't know if Lorenzo would go for it on 4th down or not, because his coaching style is more of an aggressive coach. But right there, when you get your team who hasn't moved an inch all the way down inside the red zone, and it's almost about to go to halftime, you got to get the points and not allow this BA team to get any more momentum with getting a 4th down stop.
But you may not have been hooked up by them, but Dion, I was saying, what good does a field goal do, though? You're down 28-0. I know you want to get points on the board, but you need touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, you do need touchdowns because you are so far behind. But with there being a second half, there's plenty of time to get points. Right now, you just have to get the points and not allow BA to go in with that much momentum in halftime. I mean, it's very essential that you come out with something, especially being this far into the promised land and not coming out with not even a great. You can't stand for that, especially in the first half.
17-play, 74-yard drive, 6 minutes and 17 seconds. Ended up with a nice 23-yard field goal. And Westmoore gets on the board. It's 28-3. And Knight will kick off. A short pooch kick. It bounces, and Westmoore has it. The Jags are sitting pretty now right at the 30-yard line, recovered by their special teams.
And that is a well-coached athlete right there. Because think about it, Zig. Even in high school football, he's not allowed to advance that football. So he gets it and gets down and plays it smart. Now Westmoore has an opportunity to get even more points and steal even more momentum from this BA offense.
Deion Simpkins.
Jaguars will take over 1st and 10.
The man who recovered it.
At the 30-yard line.
And a little confusion for Broken Arrow is Travion Client is the one who came up and couldn't get to the ball quick enough, so the BA defense is back, and the Westmoore offense also back on the field, trying to put more points on the board. Dayton Wolf. At quarterback for Westmoore. And he throws it out of bounds. Right to Deion. Why didn't you go get that one?
You know, Zig, I thought about going up and one-handing it real quick, but then I was like, man, I don't want to embarrass these guys out here.
And yeah, they're going to have a pass or intentional grounding.
Intentional grounding, number 11 on the offense. 5 yards, loss of down from the spot of the front.
And as well as Dayton Wolf has played this evening, especially in the second quarter, he's still a young guy. He's still only a sophomore, and those are things that he's going to learn as he goes on. Intentional groundings, making the smart play. I mean, you just got to get it into the vicinity of your wide receiver. Yeah. Not throw it into the third row of the Broken Arrow sideline over here.
Well, there's nobody out there, and in high school there's no pocket rule. It doesn't matter if he rolls out of the pocket or not. He still has to throw the ball to a receiver or in the area of a receiver. And you know, people home going, hey, he's out of the pocket. Doesn't matter. That's college and pro. High school, there is no pocket rule. So they loss of down and the yards. It's a 2nd and 26. They've got to get to the 20-yard line for a first. And another flag comes flying in. Pass was complete and immediately hit after he caught the pass.
Pass complete to Jaquan Richardson.
Jaquan Richardson. Tackle was made by Bryce Matoda.
Bryce Machota making the tackle.
Machota with the nice tackle, but again, another flag, and it's probably going to be a holding, and in 2 plays, Westmoore is going the wrong direction. They got the momentum after the onside, or after recovering the kickoff, but now they're going the wrong way.
Westmoore is doing all that they can to try to gain some yards and get this ball into the red zone or get some points on the board.
51 defense, 15 yards from the end of the run, first down.
And that penalty is going to be on BA, so 15 yards after the end of the pass.
But you notice Dayton Wolf is having to hold this ball for a very long time and asking a lot of his offensive line to give him the time to be able to find somebody down the field. But this secondary for Broken Arrow They're not messing around back here. I'm getting it from a field view right now, and they got it blanketed.
Play did not result in a 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's not a first down, and the chain gang on the other side moved it like it was a first down. They had to get to the 20. Now they're going to move back. There they go. Now they got it squared away. It's not an automatic first down. It's a 15-yard penalty. So you got the completed pass plus the 15 yards, moves them down to the 28. So it should be 3rd and 8. So they went from 2nd and 26 to 3rd and 8.
Brings up 2nd down and 8.
2nd down and 8. My bad, yeah. Boy, yeah, we're all confused, aren't we? The officials, the chain gang.
I was down here.
The guys in the truck are on top of it, though. Wolf, low snap, picks it up. Nice move through the linebackers, crossed the 20, first down to the 14.
And I tell you right now, that was a smart move by Wolf, seeing that there was a low snap. He was going to be hurried. He just picks it up and tries to get what he can get. And if Slusher isn't there to bring him down, with his athleticism on the back end, that probably goes for 6.
Wolf, hitch and go, wide open receiver. Touchdown! Westmoore, what a catch by Tyson Edwards, but another flag is down.
Oh man, Zig, you have to be down here to see it. That was a grab, going around himself, 180, tracking the ball down and bringing it in on the double move, and they get the cornerback for a Westmoore touchdown.
And the officials have come together to talk about what the penalty is. Looks like it might be against Broken Arrow. So they'll kick the extra point, and then they'll assess the penalty on the kickoff.
Result of the play is a touchdown. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 51, defense. The foul will be administered on the kickoff.
So Westmoore got a break, got 2 bad breaks, Dion, got another break back, and then here it is.
Yeah, although there was some flags on that, that was an excellent play by the Westmoore offense.
What a great catch by Tyson Edwards, and a nice throw by Dayton Wolf. This is the last 2 minutes has changed a little bit of the momentum here in this half.
Yeah, a drive where you just go down there, you can't punch it in, you go down and get some points on the field goal, and then a big play on special teams with a big turnover, and then a couple flags later, a double move on the sideline, a great catch, and Westmoore's back in this ball game.
It's 28-10, 2:21 to go. There'll be a lot of special teams talk on both sides on this one because Westmoore will be kicking it off in Broken Arrow territory. Hey, don't forget the Giga Blast halftime show coming up. We'll have the Pride of BA band, first half highlights, stats, and more. That's the Giga Blast halftime show, and it's the Pride of Broken Arrow, national champions multiple times over. Definitely one of the highlights when you come to a game out here in Broken Arrow, and they will be on the Giga Blast halftime show. Westmoore, as I said, will kick it off from BA territory at the 45. Ryan Knight will handle the duties. with the corner kick. Bouncing around again. Fortunate the Tigers were to pick that one up. Trying to get to the outside is Tricky Stokes, and he ran about 50 yards. Got it out to the 27.
In the first quarter, Zig, it was that BA team doing that little pooch punt, giving good field position to Westmoore. But right now, it seems like Westmoore is taking a little page out of their special teams playbook, and they're doing the pooch kick on this side, and it doesn't look like BA is doing a good job of handling it.
Second time Trayvon Client, number 5, has unsuccessfully tried to catch the football from that up position. Cherry in at quarterback, who's going to keep it. Still on his feet, and
Quinton Cherry on the carry.
Cherry goes from the 27 to the 46, a gain of 19.
And see, Westmoore has themselves a little fooled right now because they're looking at Cherry as a prototypical quarterback where he's going to get the yards that he can get and get out of bounds, but not Sweet Feet Cherry. He's going to be able to cut the ball, get a cutback lane and go forward and get everything that he can get. He's not going out of bounds for nobody.
6 men on the line of scrimmage again for Westmoore. Hand off to Cortez. He's across midfield, breaks a tackle. Noah Cortez, the homecoming king, down the sideline. Just like that, touchdown, Broken Arrow, 54 yards for Noah Cortez. Boy, cut off the left side, just right around the left tackle area, and all he had was one defender to beat at that point. And then he just takes his time into the end zone, and just like that, BA is back in front, 34-10. He now has 134 yards rushing.
That's a good job by Broken Arrow answering the call, okay? Your defense goes out there and lets up a touchdown, but they answer right back with the man of the hour, homecoming king himself, Noah Cortez, going up and down the sideline, stiff arm, breaking some tackles and getting into the end zone.
Well, Cortez came in, one of the leading rushers in the state, and one of 9 returners on this Broken Arrow offensive unit. BA averaging 268 yards rushing on the ground on the year, and right now Cortez, he's got 134 on this night. So Dion, just when you think that Westmoore maybe grab a little momentum, BA struggles with a deep onside.
Skylar Seagraves can kick off.
2 plays later, it's
yeah, I mean, that's one of the things that I was a little concerned about is Westmoore does a good job of getting the touchdown, putting up 10 straight points. It was up to their defense to stop the offense and go into halftime with them cutting into the lead and having a little bit momentum. But right now, BA steals it right back. It's going to be tough, and it's going to be a tough conversation in the locker room.
At their own 20-yard line.
That ball is kicked into the end zone, and Westmoore will start 1st and 10 at their own 20. 1:36 to go. The Jags do have 2 timeouts remaining in this first half. Which, as much as both teams have run the football, you would think the half would have gone by quickly. But with all the penalty flags and the scoring, Dion, it has not gone as quick as you would hope.
Yeah, and we're looking at 6 touchdowns in the first half alone. I mean, that helps you stop the clock, and there's been a bunch of flags on the field as well that it's kind of been one of the slower first halves that I've been a part of, where both of these teams are running the ball successfully.
Coming into the game, BA had outscored their opponents in the first half 137-24. Now it's 172-34. And what do we have? Timeout, Westmoore.
Timeout, Westmoore, their second of the half.
You're watching the Ford Game of the Week.
Hey, high school football fans, you want your school to get that VIP treatment? Here's your chance. You choose which game will be the Ford Game of the Week on October 12th. Here are your choices. UConn at Westmoore, Carl Albert at Guthrie, or Broken Arrow at Edmond Santa Fe. To vote, go to yourview.com/FordFanPick. Remember, vote early, vote often, and tell your friends. You vote, you decide. Winners will be announced October 10th. For more information and the best in high school football, go to yourview.com.
Well, there's Lorenzo Williams. He'd called that timeout, didn't like the formation his team was set up in. Third year as the helm of Westmoore. He's 18-9 overall. Was a defensive tackle at Missouri, also played at Midwest City and coached at a high school in Springfield, Missouri before taking the job here at Westmoore 3 years ago. In fact, they interviewed here at Broken Arrow to come work with the Tigers. David Alexander thought so much of him beyond, he wanted him on his staff here at BA.
Brings up second down and 10.
Second and 10 on the incomplete pass. Rushes three. Another flag comes in the backfield. It's going to be a hold against Westmoore as one of the BA defenders was just tackled.
On the quarterback keeper.
And then Wolf comes up a little hobble.
Campbell Yeager making the stop.
Yeah, you can kind of see that Wolf has kind of saw that once he's got that pressure, there's really nothing downfield that he can attack the football with.
Penalties decline. Third down, timeout, Broken Arrow.
The BA declines the penalty. They call a timeout. They're wanting to get more points on the board here in the first half with 1:23 to go.
That's one of the things you're noticing about Wolf is he's being a lot more decisive here in the second quarter. He looks down the field, he's got a little pressure, decides to tuck it and get up the field and get what he can get.
High school, college football fans, be sure to check out YurView's recruiting podcast called Over the Middle. Over the Middle is hosted by recruiting guru Jeremy Crabtree. Each week, Jeremy will take you inside the huddle and interview players, coaches, and industry insiders in and around college football. All that and more each week on Over the Middle podcast. Check it out at yourview.com. Crabtree, been around forever. Big-time recruiting expert. In and out, and he knows it all over. There's a lot of recruits and D1 talent on this field tonight. Six or seven of these Broken Arrow players looking and playing at the next level. Pass batted up in the air, intercepted. Intercepted by the Tigers, and it's Zach Marcaselli.
Tigers have the ball.
Number 24, and I got some help from your friends, young man. Look at this, Dion. Wolf drops back,
you can see what they're going for right there, Zig. It's just a screen pass, and BA kind of sniffs it out, and they're able to get a big turnover late in the first half, and now BA's knocking on the door once again.
Gavin Potter tipped it up in the air, and Marcaselli's the one who hauled it in. And then he was tackled by Thatcher Adunnel. And BA sitting pretty inside the 5-yard line with 1:15 to go and chomping at the bit to score more.
Zig, I wonder who's going to get the football.
How about Noah Cortez, already with 2 touchdowns tonight.
Noah Cortez carrying the ball.
Stopped at about the 3.
right now, you got to think about the clock. Although they're in the red zone, this clock is kind of working against them. 50, almost 55 seconds on the clock. 4 running plays probably won't be capable with the time being the way it is.
They do have 2 timeouts left. Cortez again. Down to the 1. Brings up a 3rd and short.
Cortez on the carry. Stop short of the goal line.
And Dave Alexander runs out to the 10-yard line to call a timeout with 27 seconds to go. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. BA was up 49-0 a week ago in their 63-7 win at Norman. Opened the season at home against Union and beat the Redskins 33-10, only the 2nd win in 38 games against Union for BA, and that kind of set the tone for the rest of the season is what they've done. They beat Mansfield, Texas 28-6, Owasso 47-20 on the road. Open up district play at home against Jinx, won that 28-13, won at Norman last week 63-7, and now leading tonight. They played Edmond Santa Fe next week, and then the last 3 games of the year are all on Thursday. At UConn, at Edmond Memorial, and they wrap up the season at home against Enid. Power formation, and Kaiser Newell gets it as the fullback. He dives right over for the 1-yard touchdown, and Broken Arrow's on top now 41-10.
And look at the replay, man. He figures out, man, I'm just going to go over the top. It's all muddy down here. Looks like the air's better up there. I'll just take this one and go over the top.
Fifth rushing touchdown of the night for Broken Arrow. Seagraves, PAT, right down the middle.
Seagraves is good.
Broken Arrow now responded after Westmoore had made it a 28-10 game.
Tigers 42, Jaguars 10.
BA a 2-play drive and then a 3-play drive, and they've scored twice here in the last couple of minutes to make it 42-10.
Now for BA on the special teams, you know what Westmoore is going to do. They're going to try and execute that pooch once again and see if they got a hang of it. Might give them a opportunity to get some good field position for Westmoore and see if they can take it in and get some quick points before they go into halftime.
Skylar Seagraves will kick it off.
Skylar Seagraves to kick off.
The lefty. Still wind blowing here again tonight, straight out of the south. Is this October or August? Man, it's 90 degrees. What's the deal?
Feels good down here.
It feels good up here too. It's 81 degrees out, Dion. It's 8:30 on October the 5th.
Hey Zig, shh. They might hear you and they might turn it down a little bit. Let's not say anything, and maybe we can keep it this weather the rest of the football season.
Well, we want it a little bit cool. I love the hot weather, but I think I've had about enough. See if Westmoore will run one play and end the half and head to the locker room, trailing 42-10.
Chris Oliver with
Chris Oliver, left side. And that'll probably do it. 10 seconds to go in the first half. Westmore's not going to run another play, and they are going to head to the locker room. Both teams are to try and regroup.
5 brings up the 2nd and 5.
Well, short of a couple of plays, Dion, it looked like Broken Arrow. Pretty solid first half for the Tigers. as they lead it 42-10. And Westmoore is going to have to regroup. They did have some success late in that first half and got 10 quick points to make it a 28-10 game, but BA is back in front by 32. We're going to go down to the sideline now with Dion and Coach Alexander.
Coach, impressive first half from your boys. What can you say?
Yeah, it was a really good half offensively, right? Like I told you before, Coach Williams, when we were talking before, Coach Williams does a good job with this team. You know, and they gave us a bunch of different looks we hadn't seen. It took a little bit of adjustments to get the offensive going. You know, a couple special teams mistakes, a couple silly penalties, and, you know, we gave them a short field. Can't do that, right? You can't make the silly mistakes. You can't shoot yourself in the foot, but we're playing hard and we're playing physical.
What are you going to tell your kids over there at halftime so they don't get complacent with this big lead?
Well, I'm going to emphasize the mistakes, right? Where can we be perfect, right? Let's be perfect and come out the second half and play just as hard and just as physical without the mistakes.
Well, good luck with that, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot, Dion and Coach David Alexander. And now the halftime performance from the Broken Arrow Tigers.
5 and has been entertaining crowds at halftimes and community events ever since. The Varsity Tigers would like to dedicate tonight's performance to 2 fantastic groups. The cancer survivors we support with our Pink Out tonight. Your strength inspires us. And our amazing alumni in attendance tonight. Once a Tigers, always a Tigers. And now let's welcome your Broken Arrow Varsity Tigers.
And the BA Tigers coming up, the pride of Broken Arrow. You're watching the Giga Blast halftime show. It's the Ford Game of the Week on YurView.
The Giga Blast halftime show, powered by Cox, is brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers, the best in Oklahoma. Airco, the company you know. Tulsa Tech, for your future success, go to tulsatech.edu. And by Weoki Credit Union. Join us all fall long for some of the top high school football from around the country on Game Time.
Good morning, Bella.
Good morning.
Are you ready?
Yeah. 5 little monkeys.
Yay, Bella!
Hold still. Almost done.
Oh, Bella, I really love playing with you.
Thanks, Grandma. I really like our visits.
Whatever tech tomorrow dreams up, you'll be ready with Giga Blast. Future speed internet is here from Cox.
During Ford SUV season, find out why more people come back to Ford than any other brand. Here's a reason.
We've got room.
And here's another.
Waze says it's faster to take the side streets.
Perfect.
And by the way, Ford has won more J.D. Power Initial Quality Awards than any other brand. During Ford SUV season, get 0% for 72 months plus $1,000 bonus cash on Escape, Edge, and Explorer. See your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
Hey, high school football fans, you want your school to get that VIP treatment? Here's your chance. You choose which game will be the Ford Game of the Week on October 12th. Here are your choices. UConn at Westmoore, Carl Albert at Guthrie, or Broken Arrow at Edmond Santa Fe. To vote, go to yourview.com/FordFanPick. Remember, vote early, vote often, and tell your friends. You vote, you decide. Winners will be announced October 10th. For more information and the best in high school football, go to yourview.com.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out yourview.com.
(42-10), our halftime score here at Memorial Stadium in Broken Arrow at Broken Arrow High School in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Or rather, Broken Arrow, just outside of Tulsa. It is the GigaBlast halftime show and the Grand National Champion Pride of Broken Arrow. Darren Davis leads the Pride, and here is their halftime performance, the United States of America.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, the grandest band in all the land, the incomparable Pride of Broken Arrow. Ladies and gentlemen, the pride of Broken Arrow.
This is the Giga Blast halftime show. You're watching the Ford game of the week. Broken Arrow leads it 42-10. More halftime after this.
During Ford SUV season, find out why more people come back to Ford than any other brand. Here's a reason.
We've got room.
And here's another.
Waze says it's faster to take the side streets.
Perfect.
And by the way, Ford has won more J.D. Power Initial Quality Awards than any other brand. During Ford SUV season, get 0% for 72 months plus $1,000 bonus cash on Escape, Edge, and Explorer. See your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
Hey, high school football fans, you want your school to get that VIP treatment? Here's your chance. You choose which game will be the Ford Game of the Week on October 12th. Here are your choices. UConn at Westmoore, Carl Albert at Guthrie, or Broken Arrow at Edmond Santa Fe. To vote, go to yourview.com/Ford fan pick. Remember, vote early, vote often, and tell your friends. You vote, you decide. Winners will be announced October 10th. For more information and the best in high school football, go to yourview.com.
Weoki's new money certificate rates are incredible. Transfer money from another institution to a Weoki 35-month certificate and receive 3.05 APY. Yes, that's over 3%. And get a $100 cash bonus for new CD amounts of $100,000 and greater. Open your certificate with new money at Weoki and start earning incredible rates. Federally insured, rate and bonus are for new money only. Other terms and limitations apply. Contact Weoki for details.
When summer heats up and your AC isn't working right, be cautious of getting pressured into a replacement.
It's always a good idea to get a second opinion, and Airco will let you know if your old air conditioner is worth fixing.
So call Airco for a second opinion.
Call Airco Service today.
The company you know.
No one thinks about their water heater until it fails.
At that point, you have a huge mess on your hands with water damage everywhere.
A planned water heater replacement can save you a lot of trouble.
Right now, you can save big on a new high-efficiency water heater.
Call Airco Service.
The company you know.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out yourview.com.
It's the Giga Blast halftime show. Ford game of the week. Score 42-10. Broken Arrow over Westmoore. The internet has brought all kinds of changes to life and opportunities for learning. For some internet, access is a challenge. Cox has a plan called Connect to Compete. It helps provide educational internet access for folks who need the assistance to be competitive in school. At the Backyard Bowl this year, Rod Thompson spoke with Bruce Birkinshaw about Connect to Compete.
Well, I'll tell you, we got a great football game going on against two storied programs, Union and Jenks. But I think, all the great coaches would tell you, and all the players would tell you is, football's great here, but 100 times better is the academics at Jenks and Union and in the Tulsa schools that we have around here. And one thing we know, and it's something we want to cure, is there's a great digital divide, not only in America, but in Tulsa. And that digital divide is the customers that can't afford internet. And Cox is partnered with a program called Connect to Compete. And what Connect to Compete is allows customers that are on school lunches, they have free and reduced school lunches, the National Lunch Program, they can get $9.95 internet service. But not only that, they get a free modem and a free wireless router. And a lot of the programs here, schools have Chromebooks, and that wireless router is great with that.
How do you feel the internet, helps with education? I know that's one of you guys' big goal, partner with the community. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, whether it's middle schools, high schools, even some elementary schools, they're looking for technology to enhance that education. As a matter of fact, we have teachers that are emailing parents. They're posting grades online. 79% of teachers now say, I think this is an interesting fact, that they assign work online and have students turn it in. But they also say that only of those 79%, only 20% of them say that all their students have access online. And as a matter of fact, even though 90% of high-income students have internet, only 64% of lower income. And that's a digital divide we all want to cure. And we've got to do ways to make it better. And we think the Connect to Compete program at Cox is something that can do it.
You guys ready?
This is the Nelson family.
Wi-Fi's good.
And their panoramic Wi-Fi from Cox.
Connected here.
They're helping us demonstrate the speed and coverage of its super fast signal.
Here it comes.
It covers every device and every inch of their home.
He's coming back up.
And with extenders, every room is connected. Cover every corner of your home with super fast panoramic Wi-Fi from Cox.
Look, if you're not the lead dog, the scenery never changes. That's why this is the view for every other full-size pickup. And this year, it's deja vu all over again. Because only the Ford F-150 gives you best-in-class torque, best-in-class payload, and you got it, baby, best-in-class towing. This is the big dog. This is the Ford F-150. It doesn't just raise the bar, pal. It is the bar.
Now get 0% financing for 72 months on a new 2018 F-150 at your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
You may have heard of Tulsa Tech, but did you know we offer business and industry training for large and small companies? Come get trained and certified in areas like confined space, HAZWOPER, crane rigging, CPR, first responder, and more. To learn more about our affordable and customized training and how Tulsa Tech can be a valuable resource to your company, call 918-828-5000 or visit us online at tulsatech.edu.
Weoki's new money certificate rates are incredible. Transfer money from another institution to a Weoki 35-month certificate and receive 3.05 APY. Yes, that's over 3%. And get a $100 cash bonus for new CD amounts of $100,000 and greater. Open your certificate with new money at Weoki and start earning incredible rates. Federally insured, rate and bonus are for new money only. Other terms and limitations apply. Contact Weoki for details.
You're looking at the press box at Memorial Stadium in Broken Arrow. Now you're looking at the first half stats. Gigablast halftime show. Broken Arrow 211 yards rushing, 136 of those off the feet of Noah Cortez. Passing, VA 105, Westmoore 90. Total offense 316 for the Tigers, 153 for the Jags. 12 first downs for VA and 8 for Westmoore. 9 penalties. Yikes. 5 for VA and 4 for Westmoore. The Jags also had a turnover. Dion, your thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, that penalty number that you just said yikes to, that definitely needs to be cleaned up. Definitely the reason why this game is at the pace that it is right now. I mean, we both talked about it. Of running the football successfully like BA is, and, you know, Westmore's having a little success on their own side of things. You would think this would go by a little faster, but it sure is not with all this stoppage of penalty yards.
All right, Dion, thanks a lot. Appreciate it very much. First half stats. It is the Gigablast halftime show Ford Game of the Week.
During Ford SUV season, find out why more people come back to Ford than any other brand. Here's a reason.
We've got room.
And here's another.
Waze says it's faster to take the side streets.
Perfect.
And by the way, Ford has won more J.D. Power Initial Quality Awards than any other brand. During Ford SUV season, get 0% for 72 months plus $1,000 bonus cash on Escape, Edge, and Explorer. See your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
Hey, high school football fans, you want your school to get that VIP treatment? Here's your chance. You choose which game will be the Ford Game of the Week on October 12th. Here are your choices. UConn at Westmoore, Carl Albert at Guthrie, or Broken Arrow at Edmond Santa Fe. To vote, go to yourview.com/FordFanPick. Remember, vote early, vote often, and tell your friends. You vote, you decide. Winners will be announced October 10th. For more information and the best in high school football, go to yourview.com.
Weoki's new money certificate rates are incredible. Transfer money from another institution to a Weoki 35-month certificate and receive 3.05 APY. Yes, that's over 3%. And get a $100 cash bonus for new CD amounts of $100,000 and greater. Open your certificate with new money at Weoki and start earning incredible rates. Federally insured, rate and bonus are for new money only. Other terms and limitations apply. Contact Weoki for details.
When summer heats up and your AC isn't working right, be cautious of getting pressured into a replacement.
It's always a good idea to get a second opinion, and Airco will let you know if your old air conditioner is worth fixing.
So call Airco for a second opinion.
Call Airco Service today.
The company you know.
No one thinks about their water heater until it fails.
At that point, you have a huge mess on your hands with water damage everywhere.
A planned water heater replacement can save you a lot of trouble.
Right now, you can save big on a new high-efficiency water heater.
Call Airco Service.
The company you know.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
Welcome back, guys. We're at halftime, 42-10. BA leads Westmoore right now. I'm with Coach Lorenzo Williams. Coach, what'd you tell your kids at halftime?
We got to play smarter, man. I mean, we playing hard. We matching physicality. We playing hard. We just got to play smarter. It's like we missing little keys here and little keys there. We an inch away, like on every play that they ran every play on defense and they play on offense. So we just got to try to make that inch up.
Well, good luck in the second half, Coach.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Back to you, guys.
All right, thanks a lot, Dion. Appreciate it very much. And Coach Williams, the head coach of the Westmoore Jags, down 42-10. They had to regroup a little bit in the locker room. And our extended halftime show, Gigablast halftime show, featuring the Pride of Broken Arrow and the Tigers. And second half is about ready to start. Well, you know what? We had so many highlights in the first half. Let's go ahead and look at them. BA got the ball first, marched right down the field. Kewan Tolbert, 22 yards, 7-0 Broken Arrow. Then they get it back, goes to Noah Cortez. 11-yard touchdown run, his 16th of the year, 14-0 Tigers at that point. And then Hugh Cherry, 28-yard touchdown scramble on 4th and short, 21-0. Tate Robards, it's Client wide open, 28-zip. After a field goal, a long onside kick was picked up by Westmoore, and then the touchdown pass. Wolf to Tyson Edwards made it 28-10. The VA would score twice in the last couple of minutes. 54-yard run by Noah Cortez. His second TD of the night made it 35-10. Kaiser Newell after a turnover. The VA defense coming up big. Zach Marcaselli picks it off, and there's Kaiser Newell from 1 yard out. The fullback dives over, and that's where we stand at the break. 42-10. Broken Arrow on top, number 1 team in the state of Oklahoma. They will kick off to start half number 2. Just trying to check some other scores from around the state in Class 6A1. We can update you on what's going on. Moore leads Edmond North, 32-28. Santa Fe over Enid, 46-0. VA and Santa Fe will clash next Friday night. In fact, it's one of our fan pick games. If you go to YurView.com, you can pick the game of the week for next Friday night. It'll be BA and Edmond Santa Fe. Union leads PC North 24-0 in the third. Jinx ahead of UConn 27-14 at the half. And Owasso was a winner over Norman North 38-7. That one is a final. Westmoore comes out, 1st and 10, starting from their own 20-yard line. Half number 2 is underway here in Broken Arrow. Appreciate you joining us on the Ford Game of the Week. Mike Ziegenhorn, Dion Amade. I don't know if Dion's going to take the elevator or sprint up the stairs to get to the press box. He must have sprinted up the stairs because he is here.
Jacob Clark
and ready for half number 2. And
Ricky Stokes coming up to make the stop.
They run Jacob Clark on a little sweep to start half number 2. And Dion, how was the weather out there? Pretty good?
It's beautiful.
All right.
It's beautiful. I mean, after my run, though, it's a little...
Did you sprint up the stairs? Or did you take the elevator? Oh, you're breathing. You did not take the elevator.
Let me just tell you, okay? How we get up here is a secret. We don't need to put the behind the camera scene on that.
Wolf, 9 of 19 in the first half for 90 yards. And his first pass of half number 2 is complete. And it's right at the 30-yard line, so
Marcaselli takes him out of bounds.
That's going to be a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
Zach Marcaselli, there you see number 24, pushed him out. Marcaselli committed to TCU, and he's got Big 12 speed. He looks like the prototypical Horned Frog linebacker.
Yeah, I mean, you see those guys on Saturdays. They're fast. They play in the open space, and they do some different things in that 4-2-5 defense. And Marcaselli's going to fit in perfectly as he makes that big hit right there.
Speaking of the man, He must have known we were talking about him as he reads the play and takes Jacob Clark deep in the backfield.
Look at that. 6'2", 215, and comes with the speed.
Tell you how quick he is, Dion. He's a linebacker. He returns kickoffs from time to time for Broken Arrow.
A linebacker returning kicks?
Now
I've seen it all.
You don't see that in Class 6A.
Not very often.
Maybe down in 3A, 2AA, you might have it, but not in 6A. And we didn't have enough flags in the first half.
Snap. Encroachment. Defense, number 40. 5 yards from the previous spot. Second down.
We can't even play 38 seconds or 40 seconds of half number 2, and we've got a penalty.
Well, hopefully that's the last one, and we get that corrected.
You talk to the refs and say, hey, we got somewhere to be.
I talked to my guy on the sideline and told him that laundry day was Monday.
Yeah, quit throwing the laundry on the field.
Chris Oliver
with the run. So
Zach Marcaselli making the tackle.
5 yards they lost. There's Marcaselli with the tackle. 5 yards they lost on the previous play with the tackle in the backfield. They got it back on the penalty, and then the run on second makes it 3rd and 10 as they only picked up a yard. 4 receivers to the right for Westmoore. Nate Wolf scrambling, tackled, and
Nate
taken
Wolf
down.
Keeping the football.
Jalen Moss with the tackle, number 5.
And you see Jalen Moss does a good job of not getting the hoist collar, just grabbing the jersey and putting him down real quick before he can get to the first yard. Look at that. He just grabs the jersey. You see him. He doesn't grab the collar. He just assists him to the ground really quickly. You see it's all jersey, no shoulder pads, no horse collar.
Good. I could not have taken another piece of laundry on the field in the first 2 minutes of the second half.
Y'all are going to make Zig scream up here.
Taking the low punt off the ground, Isaiah Keller. And he gets spun around and thrown down by Kerry Shaw, who's been on some other nice tackles tonight.
Yeah, he certainly has.
Dion, what about those keys to the game that you had in half number 1?
Yeah, you got to remember, number 1 was fast and furious. You got to play fast and physical on both sides of the ball. And number 2, it's my ball. Okay, you got to protect the turnovers. And you saw one over there late in the first half, so hopefully they do a better job with that. And number 2, it's not who, it's how. And that means it's not who you're playing, it's how you play the game. You got to clean up these mistakes, and they'll do a better job of that.
Noah Cortez off to the right side.
Noah Cortez is carrying the football. Eli Cartwright making the tackle.
Cortez had 136 yards in the first half.
Gain of 2 brings up a second down.
They got 2, and I'm sure they want to get him close to that 200-yard mark before they get him out of there.
There's one thing I always lived by as a defensive back. When there was a fullback or a running back playing with no gloves, that was a bad man, okay? Be careful and tackle him low.
Robards throws deep. Caught. And another nice catch from Logan Matthews. That's his 3rd of the night.
And that was an excellent grab by Logan Matthews. Look at the replay as he goes up for the ball. It's a little underthrown, but it's in the air where he can catch it at the highest point, and he doesn't even let the defender grab the ball away from him. Strong hands, great reception.
Nice throw by Robards, who's just been on fire tonight. 6 out of 7 throwing the football for better than 100 yards after that completion.
Noah Cortez with the ball.
Good job by the defense of Westmoore right there.
Lane Grantham.
Cortez another carry, and now he goes out, and Q Cherry comes in for BA. They spread things out with 3 receivers to the right. Power left. He just waits for the blocking, steps into a hole, but then gets tripped up.
Quinton Cherry.
Just so patient. I mean, you see that. I mean, that's like what Vince Young used to do at Texas. You just, as the quarterback, you're just standing there waiting. As soon as you see the hole, you take off.
I see what you did there, Red River Rivalry Week, bringing out Vince Young. Some OU
That's
fans going to be a little cringing over there hearing that name. But yeah, that's exactly how it is. You be patient, you let your blockers find some guys to pick up, and then you just follow their lead. And with this offensive line, that's exactly what you need to do.
7 defenders now on the front line for Westmoore. They're going to force Cherry to throw, and he does. Pass complete to Matthews again, and Nikhil Davis is down on the turf for Westmoore.
That was a good tackle by Nikhil Davis right there before he comes up.
Official's timeout for injury.
Boy, they hit helmet to helmet, and Davis took the worst of that one. He does not want to, he's up and doesn't want to leave the field, but you can tell he's
kind of
little,
I don't want to speculate, but kind of holding that arm a little.
Maybe a stinger on his shoulder, but they did hit helmet to helmet on that play. Tate Robards back in. Finds a receiver, wide open. Touchdown, Broken Arrow. Kaiser Newell is second of the night.
Kaiser Newell for Tiger TD.
Kaiser Newell, they go with the bootleg once again. And remember, he scored that big 50-yard touchdown in the first half before it was called back by a flag. So this time they're closer in the red zone. They go with the bootleg again, and Westmoore doesn't have an answer for it. Good job by number 42 getting into the end zone. Big Kaiser Newell. Coach Lorenzo mentioned his name before on our pregame chat as the PAT goes up for good, and mentioned that he's the key to that offense. Where he goes, they lead.
BA's leading big in this one. It's the Ford game of the week.
During Ford SUV season, find out why more people come back to Ford than any other brand. Here's a reason.
We've got room.
And here's another.
Waze says it's faster to take the side streets.
Perfect.
And by the way, Ford has won more J.D. Power Initial Quality Awards than any other brand. During Ford SUV season, get 0% for 72 months plus $1,000 bonus cash on Escape, Edge, and Explorer. See your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
Are you looking for a career where you can work anywhere and even travel the world? Do you have a passion to work with people, plan events, or own your own restaurant? Tulsa Tech can help you build a successful career with exciting hospitality programs. Programs like culinary arts, restaurant and lodging management, and event planning. Make your own path to a successful career you love by calling Tulsa Tech at 918-828-5000 or apply online at tulsatech.edu.
Take a look at the BA student section. They've got a big pink flag with the BA logo on it. If they're rolling out, again, breast cancer awareness time here in Broken Arrow, and students and some of the players taking part.
Looks like the wind's getting the best of that one. They can't really unroll it right now.
The American flag's still blowing pretty good in the, what is that, northeast corner of the end zone. But you look at the flags on the goalpost in the south end. There you see the flag. But you look at the goalpost flags on the south end, they're barely moving at all. But yes, there is still wind. It's about 10 to 12 miles an hour coming out of the south. Deion, let's take a look at the last scoring drive by these BA Tigers.
Well, why don't we? Look at this big play over here. The quarterback, number 13, Robart, getting the ball all the way down the field to number 14, Logan Matthews. And then you see Cherry sling a pass to pick up a pretty nice third down. And then, you know, let's go with the old-fashioned bootleg, and big number 42, Kaiser Newell, takes it in for the touchdown.
6 plays. They marched downfield in just a little over 2.5 minutes. And Westmoore has the ball for the second time here in the second half. Wolf's going to keep.
Dayton Wolf on the quarterback keeper.
started the 20, may have gotten 3.5 to 4, and
stop by the right side of the defense.
Bring up second down and 6 for Westmoore.
I'm telling you one thing.
Gain of 4 brings up
Dayton Wolf is going to need a nice little soak after this, after this big, tough running performance that he's putting on today.
He has taken some shots from the BA defense, that's for sure.
We'll see an ice bath in his near future.
Quick pass out to Jacob Clark. He loses it. And that's your man Slusher, Miles Slusher there. But
you got to know where number 9 is on the field. You have to know. Check out the replay. No pump fake, not fooling Slusher. You can't put him on a hesitation at all. He comes up, doesn't hesitate, avoids the blocker, and makes the big pass break up.
So incomplete. That brings up 3rd and long for Westmoore.
Coach mentioned that, like I said early in the first half, Slusher was at corner last year, but they said he just keeps growing. He's getting bigger. So they said we need some help at the safety position. He went back there. No problem, Coach. I got you. And he's been handling it very well. Guy that can play anywhere in the secondary. Check out this replay again. Just a drop pass by Westmoore wide receiver.
It would have been a first down had it been completed, intended for Tyson Edwards, and Westmoore ran about 30 seconds off the clock.
That's all?
Or 45, yeah. And that's something we talked about in the first half, where they needed a little bit ball control, time management. Instead, here they are punting, and that went off the side of the punter's foot.
Ball goes out of bounds. Jaguar 40-yard line. Where the Tigers will
take a look at how the teams stack up in 6A Dion, and really how it should be at this point. BA number 1, perfect 5-0. The last time they started 5-0, you got to go back to 1997. I'll talk about that in a minute. Then you got Jinx, Union, both winning tonight. Edmond, Santa Fe also winning. Putnam North, Owasso, Westmoore, Yukon Moore, and Mustang round out the top 10. But BA, 1997, they started 8-0 on the season, and then they lost 3 straight games to end the season.
1997?
Yes, they lost to Jinx, they lost to Union, and then they lost to Sand Springs in the first round of the playoffs. Finished 8-3 as Cortez shedding tacklers left and right. Are you kidding me? Carrying 2 more with him. His own team are the one who ends up tackling him, along with some of the Westmoore Jags.
That's a man run right there.
First contact.
That's a man run right there. Look at him say, feed me.
Feed me, give me some more.
I'm eating, Coach, feed me. Look at this big run. He breaks 3 tackles right there, gets along the line of scrimmage. Number 3's on his back, but he's still high stepping. He's still high stepping. Somebody's trying to take the ball, and he finally goes down.
30-yard on the run, and I think he ended up carrying a tackler with him about 20 yards of it.
2.
He's got 171 now on the night. And BA is just going to pound the rock. And that time they hand it off to number 49, Alex Arroyo.
I was just thinking, 1997, what was I doing in 1997? I think I was like 5 years old. First time BA was 5-0.
Ball's resting at the 9-yard line.
In 2008, they started 4-0, but they lost to Muskogee on a last-second touchdown by sophomore quarterback Archie Bradley. When he was at Muskogee, and then there's Cortez, another touchdown, his 3rd of the night. And it's quickly 56-10. Yeah, and Archie Bradley then, after his sophomore year, transferred to BA and played his last 2 years at Broken Arrow. And now is pitching in the major leagues for the Arizona Diamondbacks.
What a picture book ending for him. And
how about a picture book ending for Cortez, huh? He'd like to end this season with a state title. Still a long way to go. Yeah, might have been a hold or 2 out there, but they didn't throw the flag, thankfully.
It's not a penalty unless they throw the flag.
Right. Cortez gets it in, and Seagraves also kicks it through the upright.
Seagraves is good. 5:19 to go.
56-10 here in the 3rd. Hey, what are you going to be doing next Friday? Do you have any idea?
I think I got plans.
You do? Football?
But I don't know who is the
Where?
game that
Where
I'm
are you
calling.
going?
There's 3 you got to pick, guys. You got to pick. Go to yourview.com/FordFanPick and tell me where I'm going. Tell me who I'm calling the game for. I have no idea. I need to book it in my calendar, so help me out, guys. Go to yourview.com/FordFanPick. Hurry up, go, tell your friends. We got to vote.
I can tell you right now, if the voting ended today, you'd be going to Guthrie.
You think so?
See Guthrie, Carl Albert.
Ooh, I've never been to Guthrie before.
It's awesome. You'll have a good time if that's the way it ends up being. But all the fans of these schools, UConn, Westmoore, Carl Albert, Guthrie, BA, Edmond, Santa Fe, get online and make sure that your team is the one that we air next Friday night.
Oh, Guthrie, that sounds like a fun place to go.
Skylar Seagrave.
Kai Staley used to play there.
They've got a rock in the end zone.
Wait, what?
So there's a rock wall in the end zone, one of the end zones.
Really?
Yes.
They got a rock?
Yes.
Like Clemson?
No, it's a big, like the whole wall is rock, not just one rock. It's a big rock
It's
wall.
a big rock.
Yes.
Like rock wall.
Yes.
How do you,
and then in the north end zone, it goes into the baseball, or one of the other end zone, it goes into the baseball field.
I got to see that.
Yes. It's a very unique stadium. It's awesome.
Maybe I'll get to see it.
We did a game on Halloween there about 3 or 4 years ago, and it was Carl Albert Guthrie.
Boo.
Gary Rose of Carl Albert, Rafe Watkins of Guthrie, 2 of the legendary coaches in the state. Now back to this one, Westmoore and Broken Arrow, and running and staying in bounds. Looked like it was Chris Oliver.
Chris Oliver on the carry.
Temper's flaring a little bit. You can see some of the frustration from Westmoore.
Yeah, after that little jet sweep over there, just continuing to block after the whistle a little bit. Right now, Westmoore just has to put a couple of drives together, if not to try and get some points on the board, but at least to give your defense some rest. They've been on the field all night. I'm pretty sure that time of possession is pretty heavily stacked on that Broken Arrow side.
Oliver has been held in check most of the night before this carry, 8 times, 35 yards. And that one is his 9th carry. It's probably his best run of the night as he gets him close to a first down.
Yeah, and that's where they were burning Edmond Memorial last week, right up the middle between those A gaps. I mean, they would do a quick little draw with the quarterback, and then they would come back and hit Chris Oliver up the middle right after him, and they were getting big chunks of yards.
Well, this Westmoore offense, very young. Jacob Clark, the only offensive starter who scored a touchdown a year ago.
Chris
Oliver again, and just nowhere to go with the BA defense. After this week, Westmoore goes home to face UConn, then they've got Santa Fe, then they finish up the season at Norman and Jinx.
So, nice little schedule, especially that last one versus Jinx there.
Final 2 weeks on the road. And here they are having to punt again with 3 and 15 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Punt nearly blocked, and it went straight up in the air. Kick only went about 3 yards total. Getting the BA special teams. Still getting a little chippy out there between both sides. Officials having to step in, as well as Lorenzo Williams, and take a look at it.
Yeah, I think
Gavin Potter almost blocked that one.
Yeah, and I don't think he actually got a hand on it. It's kind of a situation where the punter tries to short leg it to avoid the block and doesn't really get his full leg behind it, and it goes straight up into the air.
BA's been living in the end of Westmoore field position game all night long.
Yeah.
Cortez again. This time they get him in the backfield and nowhere for him to go. He's going to lose yards. He had 175, 180 prior to that one. Then with the 5-yard loss, drops him back to 175.
Yeah, and it looks like number 25, Jordan Hamilton, does a good job on contain right there, not allowing Cortez to bounce it to the outside.
Second 15 for BA, and Q Cherry in the backfield now with Cortez, and what a tandem that is. Which one do you take? Cherry's going to throw. Has a receiver open and can't get it to Kaiser. Who looked like his jersey might have been tugged on a little bit. But Matt Kaiser, his dad Chris Kaiser, in charge of the FCA here in Oklahoma. Does a great job, former University of Tulsa football player. And then his brother Gage, I think went to Pittsburgh State to play football. And then Matt has some offers as well. Eastern Michigan and Pittsburgh State looking at him to go to the next level. We didn't even talked about the offensive line for BA and the job that they, we talked about the running backs and what they do, and Cherry and how effective they can be. Is Cherry just going to take off and run and look like a delayed run? And he's going to have a first down, but that offensive line up front, Andrew Rhyme, who's got offers from places like Michigan, Notre Dame, OU, OSU, Alabama, LSU.
You could keep going.
It's
a bunch. It's a bunch. Number 1 player in Oklahoma in that 2020 class, and then they got the number 2 on the other side of the ball with Miles Slusher. But yeah, that offensive line does a lot for this BA team.
And then there you see Andrew Rhyme, 6'5", 305 pounds.
And I was having an interesting conversation with somebody this week, and they were questioning, all right, he's the number 1 player in Oklahoma. He's got all the statistics. Everybody's looking at him as Cortez goes off and gets into the end zone for another touchdown for Broken Arrow.
4th touchdown of the night. Jeez. They had him by the shirt for a second.
For a second.
Yeah.
That's the key word there. Look at the stiff arm right there. It's almost like Spike from the Little Giants. He's
dragging him.
They can't hold on. But yeah, just like I was talking about earlier with Rhymes doing a good job helping his running back get into the end zone. I mean, he has offers from everybody, and somebody mentioned, he's like, it's interesting that he's the right tackle instead of the left tackle, because normally the number 1 offensive lineman on your team, he's going to play left tackle and protect your quarterback's backside. But I asked Coach Alexander, and he was like, well, he started as a freshman, and we played him at right tackle, and because he had an upperclassman ahead of him who was playing left. And then before that, the guy who was starting over there was a junior. So senior year, he plays left tackle, and Rhyme stays over there on the right. Well, by his junior year, at that point, he's just comfortable at that position. I mean, you got somebody who's going to fill in that was the backup the year before that's going to go right into the left tackle position. And the way we run the football, we don't have to pass that much. So we don't have to protect the quarterback's backside all that much. And we got somebody that we trust at that left tackle position. So why not keep him at the same position that he's always been at and let him grow and get better with more of that familiarity? So, I mean, when you think about it, it's kind of a perfect situation for them, and it makes all the sense in the world.
Well, he's got a good coach to learn from. David Alexander played at Tulsa University and then the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFL. Spent a number of years under Alan Trimble in the Jinx program and helped develop their offensive line and their offense, and they moved over here to BA 5 years ago. And their line has just been dominant this year. Thor Wilbanks, who we mentioned in the open. I mean, a great name for an offensive lineman, huh? Thor.
Great name for an offensive lineman.
Tyler Siebert, Kane Robinson, and Trevor Burke-Hartzmeyer round out that offensive line for Broken Arrow, and they're trying to get Noah Cortez in the record books.
Yeah, that's got to be one of the most dominant groups in Oklahoma football this year. That offensive line is tremendous, and they have a great coach to go with it. I mean, I've played with some Broken Arrow linemen back in my days at Oklahoma State, and those guys have a different mentality. They know how to play the game, and it shows that they're well coached and they come from a great program.
Rowdy Harper, also an assistant coach who was an offensive lineman here at BA, went to play at the University of Houston, so he's back. So they've got some guys with some skill and talent and a lot of knowledge to help their O-linemen out. Wolf, he's got a first down as he crosses the 30.
Dayton Wolf, on quarterback keeper.
BA's up 63 to 10.
First down for the Jaguars.
They beat Norman last week 63 to 7. So back-to-back weeks of 63 points.
Yeah, I mean, right now this team and this offense especially is a locomotive going down the train tracks, and it doesn't seem like anybody can stop him at this point.
Wolf again flying forward.
Quarterback keeper stopped by Gavin Potter.
Gavin Potter on the tackle for BA. Maybe the last play of the third quarter. I'd be surprised if Westmoore snaps it here.
Yeah, especially with 24 on the play clock, going down to 20. They don't really have to.
They do anyway. And the pass nearly picked off by the Broken Arrow secondary, Ricky Stokes. That is the end of the third quarter. BA comfortably in front on the Ford game of the week.
With your score, Broken Arrow 63, Westmoore 10. No, it's for this. All right.
Good morning, Bella.
Good morning.
Are you ready?
Yeah. 5 little monkeys.
Yay, Bella!
Hold still. Almost done.
Oh, Bella, I really love playing with you.
Thanks, Grandma. I really like our visits.
Whatever tech tomorrow dreams up, you'll be ready with GigaBlast. Future speed internet is here from Cox.
During Ford SUV season, find out why more people come back to Ford than any other brand. Here's a reason.
We've got room.
And here's another.
Waze says it's faster to take the side streets.
Perfect.
And by the way, Ford has won more J.D. Power Initial Quality Awards than any other brand. During Ford SUV season, get 0% for 72 months plus $1,000 bonus cash on Escape, Edge, and Explorer. See your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
When summer heats up and your AC isn't working right, be cautious of getting pressured into a replacement.
It's always a good idea to get a second opinion, and Airco will let you know if your old air conditioner is worth fixing.
So call Airco for a second opinion.
Call Airco Service today.
The company you know.
No one thinks about their water heater until it fails.
At that point, you have a huge mess on your hands with water damage everywhere.
A planned water heater replacement can save you a lot of trouble.
Right now, you can save big on a new high-efficiency water heater.
Call Airco Service.
The company you know.
Fourth quarter set to get underway in Broken Arrow. Tigers ahead 63-10. Mike Ziegenhorn and Dion Amade with you on this Friday night. Glad you can be here. The rest of our YurView crew as well. Appreciate all those guys and what they do to get ready. And there's Wolf again with a nice run. Dayton Wolf. Our crew, man, they work hard, Dion. They come out here early in the day. They're running cable. They're setting up cameras. They're making sure everything works, and we appreciate everything they do for us during these games Thursdays and Fridays.
Yeah, they always got our back and making sure we look good. That's mainly my main man, Justice, back here. Appreciate it, Justice.
Justice and Tyler working with the audio, and John Candy driving the truck. Terry Smith. Couldn't do it without him. So Wolf picked up a first down, and then on second down, they kind of bobbled the snap a little bit, so he keeps it himself. Dion usually works Bixby games on Friday night. They're beating Ponca by 30 in the second half, so I think they're comfortably ahead.
Pretty sure Brendan Presley's got about like 3 touchdowns by now.
You know, we'll have a game here in a couple of weeks. Booker T in Sand Springs, and got some sad news this week. Sand Springs coach Dustin Kennard suffering from pancreatic cancer. So our thoughts and prayers go out to Dustin and his family and the whole Sand Springs football community. And we're going to have a prayer rally for him. But we will have Booker T in Sand Springs, I believe, in 2 weeks.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
That was an impressive play over there on that last one by Dayton Wolf, kind of finding his way about getting up into the pocket, and then that sidearm throw before he crosses the line of scrimmage for the big first down for these Jaguars.
Wolf again. Screen pass covered up, and he had 2 defenders in his face.
Does the smart thing and just throws it into the turf.
Gets rid of it.
You see the frustration on Chris Oliver's demeanor right there. Just wanting to get the ball in his hands and try to make something happen.
Bring up a 3rd and long for the Jags. Another flag. We're going to have a late hit out of bounds against the Tigers. Might it be against Slusher? So Dion, I mean, you're like me. You've seen the Big Four in Class 6A. BA, I mean, obviously, you can look at the record. They beat every other team.
After the play, personal foul, defense, number 9.
Right now,
half the distance to the goal, first down.
Halfway through the season, this is week 6, a little more than halfway. I mean, they are definitely the top team in 6A.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I mean, we talked about it earlier in the game. The questions of this year, especially after that first victory versus Union, was, is BA for real this year? Is BA for real this year? And without a doubt, this team is for real. There's no question on anybody's mind. This is the team in 6A1 that you have to go through to get a state championship.
Chris Oliver with football.
Again, more chippiness.
Making the stop.
Pushing and shoving. As the BA, looks like still the BA #1 defense remains out on the field. They've subbed a few players in, but it's most of their starters that are still out there. You should take a look at Kaiser Newell, who plays defense but has also scored 2 touchdowns tonight from an H-back position.
Yeah, that's one of those tough guys that does it all for your team. Plays the hard roles, the fullback, the D lineman.
Wolf again on a wheel route. Incomplete.
And that is a big time hit by number 17 for Broken Arrow, Adonis Ballard. Look at that right there, man. That's how you figure out who you got and where's the players. He hangs on to the football. He's got the catch. That's a reception. That's a touchdown. But Adonis comes up and makes the big hit on the money shot. As a safety, you always know the point to hit the receiver in the air to get him to drop the football. Sometimes you put your helmet on the ball. Sometimes you put your shoulder pads in his ribs. And he does both on that play. Great play by Adonis.
Wolf fumbles it. Still doesn't have it. Picked up by the Tigers. And it's going to be Kaiser Newell. He's going to get his 3rd touchdown of the night. Close to an 80-yard return for the score.
And he shows off the speed. Nothing like a turnover for a touchdown by the big man.
Take another look. Wolf never saw the ball all the way in, did he?
He didn't. That's exactly right, Zig. He didn't look the ball all the way in. It kind of slips out of his hands, and he tries to corral it, but at the last minute it slips out, and Newell does the rest. He knows what to do with that thing under his arm.
He scored a rushing touchdown, a receiving touchdown, and now a defensive touchdown tonight. How about that?
Look at him trying to make a last-minute push for the player of the game.
Newell, 6'3", 250-pound senior. Bobbled snap. Robards gets thrown down out of bounds. Actually, it was Kaiser. Kaiser goes down, and a flag is thrown. Not sure what that was on, but maybe I think David Alexander was giving somebody an earful about having Kaiser thrown out of bounds. And there you see it was an 80-yard return for Kaiser Newells. He picked the ball up right at the 20-yard line.
And look at the form.
Yeah.
Look at the form by the big man. Like I said, he knows what to do with that ball under his arm.
Drake Casey, number 11, followed him into the end zone. And we're going to hear from Todd Ragsdale again.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 4, Westmoore. That's his first unsportsmanlike conduct. The penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
I didn't see what he did you? I know he's the one that made the tackle at Kaiser, and now if he got up and...
And I'm going to explain the situation, and in my opinion, I'm not on the side of Broken Arrow on this one. I mean, the kid was standing inbounds. Number 4 for Westmoore makes the tackle, and it's a little more rougher than you would like to see when you could have just pushed him out of bounds. But the reason I don't like the flag is thrown so late, and it comes after the fact where the coaching staff for Broken Arrow is arguing about it, yelling at the referees. Then it comes late. I mean,
that's what they called it, unsportsmanlike. So that means he was saying something to somebody when he was running off the field. It wasn't necessarily the tackle, because that would have been a personal foul, tackling him out of bounds. And I think that's what probably one of the officials ended up throwing the flag on that. You're right, 69-10. Just let the kid run off the field because he's frustrated because they're losing.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
So, yes. But, I don't know. That's all I'm going to say. We'll move on. 69-10, our score, 9:19 to go in this one from Broken Arrow. Let's see what Westmoore's got left in him here, these last 9 minutes of the game.
Offense for Westmoore, just trying to get a couple of first downs, get into the end zone, get some points, try to create some positive vibes from the game, something to build on for next week.
They opened the season with back-to-back wins over Moore and Southmoore, lost to Mustang, then beat Enid and Edmond Memorial, and then ran into this BA buzzsaw tonight in week number 6. So they'll suffer their first district loss, second overall loss of the year. Tailback into the game for Westmoore, and taking over the right side, number 41, Ernie Berciaga.
Goes right to the outside and picks up some good yardage on first down.
Brings up second down and 2.
Got about 7 on that first down carry. Play clock at 10, so I bet Berciaga again, right side. He's going to stay in bounds, cut back, and is tackled by a host of BA players.
Berciaga carrying the ball again. Stopped by several of the Tigers.
10, Parker Darnell, among others, in on the action.
Brings up the third down and 2.
Third down and 2. Got to get this first down to continue this drive.
This BA has put their second string defense in.
Looks like Wolf gave him a little bit of a hard count and got somebody on that defensive line to jump. An easy first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Encroachment, defense, number 91. Result of the penalty, first down.
Todd's going to get paid for all the airtime he's had with this tonight, isn't
he? You ain't having none of my paycheck. You want to share something with him, Zig?
Nope. I'll get with Mike Davis after the game, cut him a check out in the truck.
I mean, we got a box of pizza or something we can give him.
Is there any left out there as much as you ate?
I mean, excuse me, I'm a growing boy. I left a little bit out there. Maybe a tad. Okay, I ate it all, Zig. Stop looking at me like that.
Your plate's empty. What are you talking about? Because you went and worked out early this morning.
There you go. Tell them. Let them know.
Burciaga on the first down carry. Knocked out of bounds.
Westmoore gets an adjustment on the sideline.
On the left side, and 4 BA defenders right in front of him.
Burciaga with the football again.
Yeah, he tries to get to that edge, and Broken
Arrow.
They were not having any of it. Doing a good job of containing. Now letting him get to the outside. He tries to find a cutback.
Brings up
There's
third
a
down and
host
4.
of BA defenders in his face to bring him down.
Third and 4. Again, running to the right side. First down, Burciaga. Close to midfield.
Burciaga carrying the ball.
Nice big
first down for the Jaguars.
First down for this Westmoore team. A nice hole over there on that right side.
Yeah, I think you could have run through that hole, Dion. That's how big that one was.
Yeah, me and those 4 boxes of pizza I had earlier today.
2 under each arm.
Exactly. That's how we do it.
Pass out to the right.
Pass is complete.
And it is caught by number 87, Parker Hayes. His first catch of the night. In fact, his first catch of the year, according to the stats I have. So Parker Hayes, his first catch. Pickup of about 4. Burciaga again.
Burciaga carrying the ball one more time.
2 or 3 more yards.
Making the stop.
We talk about Broken Arrow, the Westmoore game tonight. Then Santa Fe is winning, so they'll be undefeated when BA travels down there next Friday night.
Brings up the 3rd and 2.
It'll be our fan pick game of the week. That'd be a good one. So would the other 2 that we have as potential games on the fan pick.
Who's that? It's Trace Ford is the big guy over there at Edmond Santa Fe that's playing a little D end and some slot and tight end for Edmond Santa Fe, the Oklahoma State commit.
Yep.
That's going to be an interesting matchup. But see how BA's defense handles him on the offensive side and see how he gets back there with the great offensive line that they have over here at BA, and with his ability to get to the quarterback, that should be a very good game. Get BA, Broken Arrow on the road.
Cannon Hansen is their quarterback, the younger brother of Justice Hansen, who went to OU and then transferred to Arkansas State.
Yeah, Hansen's doing a good job this year too, being a lot more decisive with his passes, and when he doesn't see anybody down the field, he's able to pick up some yardage with his feet. Could give this Broken Arrow team a little challenge.
Burciaga with the ball. Nick Pacheco making the stop.
Closest game of the year. It's the Jinx game, 28-13. You headed downstairs, Dion? You know, you can wait till the final minute if you take the stairs. Second down, option right. And Burciaga carries again, and he stays inbounds and keeps the clock rolling. As Dion's headed downstairs to talk to the winning coach and our player of the game. Take a look at what VA has done. They beat Union in week 1, 33-10. Only the second time in 38 games that they defeated the Redskins, but that kind of set the tone for what they did. They beat Mansfield out of Texas, Lake Ridge High School, 28-6. And one big win out of Owasso. It's kind of the breakout game for Q Cherry. Beat Jinx at Norman, and they're winning again tonight. Another first down from Westmoore. You take a little look at their schedule the rest of the year. Next week at Santa Fe, then at UConn, then at Edmond Memorial, then they host Enid, but those last 3 games of the year too will be on a Thursday night. All Friday games until these last 3, then it's Thursday, Thursday, Thursday for BA. Play clock down to 3. Wolf gets it off. A little forward pass as he throws it up toward number 10, Andrew Metcalf. Take a look at what Westmore's got. They're 4-1. Now after tonight, they're going to be 4-2. It'll be their first loss in district play, but they open up the season with wins against Moore and Southmore, lost at Mustang, beat Enid, beat Edmond Memorial, then losing tonight. Then they've got UConn, Santa Fe, Norman, and Jinx. So 2 of their last 3 are against teams that are in the top 5 in the state with Santa Fe and Jinx at this point. So still some work to be done for the Jaguars if they want to make the playoffs. And Wolf letting the play clock run down as far as possible. Burciaga with the carry. He's going to come out. He's been a workhorse on this drive. He's a senior, 5'6", 150 pounds, 41 yards since he's come in to the game and rushed tonight. Wolf on the night has rushed for 62 yards. So he's been very effective as the quarterback for Westmoore, but the BA defense was solid to the task in this one. Clock winding down under 2 minutes. Wolf again. That time the handoff to number 27, Trey Ferris for Westmoore.
Noah Nation carrying the ball. Juan Tolbert making the tackle.
And tackle that time for Broken Arrow, Kewan Tolbert. Gets some PT in there on the defensive side. He does play defensive back and running back. Scored the first touchdown of the game after Noah Cortez rumbled downfield about 50 yards to set him up in a position to score. And Ryan Knight comes on to try a 44-yard field goal. And it's going to be a little bit shortened to the left. So BA is going to take over with 1:03 to go in this football game. Lorenzo Williams, Broken Arrow, or rather at Westmoore, is still trying to figure out how he's going to beat one of these Big Four teams on this side of the state. BA 7-0 now all time versus Westmoore. Total offense for Broken Arrow tonight, 444 yards. And it looks like they are getting in the victory formation. They'll snap it a couple of times and call it a night here in Broken Arrow.
Jake Raines takes a knee.
And in at cornerback for Broken Arrow, Jake Raines, sophomore. They'll take one more knee. There's still 15 seconds on the play clock, so he'll let this one get below 25, snap it, and the Tigers will celebrate a homecoming victory.
Range takes a knee again.
And that'll do it. The Tigers win it 69-10. Your final score. Smiles for David Alexander. Big night for Noah Cortez as well. Rushed for nearly 200 yards, had 4 touchdowns. BA took a couple of turnovers and put them into points. And the Tigers' ground attack was working again. More than 400 yards in total offense. We'll take a break, come back, talk to Coach Alexander and our player of the game on the Ford Game of the Week.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
Hey, high school football fans, you want your school to get that VIP treatment? Here's your chance. You choose which game will be the Ford Game of the Week on October 12th. Here are your choices. UConn at Westmoore, Carl Albert at Guthrie, or Broken Arrow at Edmond Santa Fe. To vote, go to yourview.com/FordFanPick. Remember, vote early, vote often, and tell your friends. You vote, you decide. Winners will be announced October 10th. For more information and the best in high school football, go to yourview.com.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
Broken Arrow wins it, celebrating a homecoming victory tonight, 69-10. The final score is they beat Westmoore. And the play of the game from tonight's football game. Defense, the name of the game. Gavin Potter tips it in the air. Zach Marcaselli catches it. That would set up a Broken Arrow touchdown inside the 5-yard line. One more look as Potter swats it with his left hand. Marcaselli's there to take it. TCU commit almost scores, but it did set up a touchdown, and Broken Arrow wins it handily. 69-10, the final score, as they get the big victory on this homecoming night. David Alexander has gathered his team in that north end zone. They're taking a knee, so we'll take a break. Hopefully when we come back, we'll have the head coach of the Broken Arrow Tigers on the Ford Game of the Week.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
Look, if you're not the lead dog, the scenery never changes. That's why this is the view for every other full-size pickup. And this year, it's deja vu all over again. Because only the Ford F-150 gives you best-in-class torque, best-in-class payload, and you got it, baby, best-in-class towing. This is the big dog. This is the Ford F-150. It doesn't just raise the bar, pal. It is the bar.
Now get 0% financing for 72 months on a new 2018 F-150 at your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
You may have heard of Tulsa Tech, but did you know we offer business and industry training for large and small companies? Come get trained and certified in areas like confined space, HAZWOPER, crane rigging, CPR, first responder, and more. To learn more about our affordable and customized training and how Tulsa Tech can be a valuable resource to your company, call 918-828-5000 or visit us online at tulsatech.edu.
When summer heats up and your AC isn't working right, be cautious of getting pressured into a replacement.
It's always a good idea to get a second opinion, and Airco will let you know if your old air conditioner is worth fixing.
So call Airco for a second opinion.
Call Airco Service today.
The company you know.
No one thinks about their water heater until it fails.
At that point, you have a huge mess on your hands with water damage everywhere.
A planned water heater replacement can save you a lot of trouble.
Right now, you can save big on a new high-efficiency water heater.
Call Airco Service.
The company you know.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
69-10, our final score. Broken Arrow win over Westmoore. Dion Amade is down at the middle of the field with David Alexander.
Yeah, I'm here with Coach Alexander. Great win for your team. How do you feel about it, Coach?
I feel great. We made some plays offensively. We made some plays defensively. We had a couple special teams, pretty good plays. We cleaned up some of those mistakes we had in the first half. And it's a good Westmoore team, 4-1, and to be able to score 69 points, that's a pretty good performance.
Looking on to the rest of the season, what are you looking forward to getting better and trying to go ahead and get that gold ball?
Well, we're going to play an undefeated Santa Fe team next week, right? And that should be for the district championship. So we're going to have to play sharp. We're going to have to play smart. If we'll continue to play fast and physical, I'm going to be excited about that, right? We do have to clean up some of those mistakes. You're going to play against a team that's undefeated. They're going to be riding high. The mistake on special teams and the penalty mistakes, we can't have them.
Yes, sir. Well, good luck with the rest of the season, Coach.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Back to you, Steve.
Well, or Zig.
Oh, Zig, excuse me. Sorry.
Hey, no problem, Dion. Dion Amade down on the middle of the field with Coach David Alexander as the team improves to 6-0 on the season. The last time they were 6-0 this late in the year, 1997. Dion and now with Noah Cortez.
Well, I'm standing here with my player of the game and my MVP and the king of the round table, and all his kings are with him as well, guys. Look at this. We got the star-studded cast. So tell me, first of all, how do you feel? How does it feel to be homecoming king?
Oh, it feels great, man. It was just one of my goals, just coming into high school, and just my dad was a king, so I just wanted to be a king too. So
carrying on the family tradition. So how do you feel about your performance as well as your offensive line?
Man, I have the best O-line in the state. That's hands down best O-line in the state and maybe the country. I love the boys to death, and we've been playing a lot of us since third grade. So I got to give all glory to God and all glory to my O-line and my coaches.
Well, knowing that the offensive line doesn't get much spotlight, go ahead and introduce the guys for us real quick. Go ahead.
This is my boy Andrew.
Yeah.
Big timer, 5-star. This is my boy Bert. This is my boy Kane. My boy Dax. My boy Thor, and my boy Siebert.
There you got it, guys. See, sometimes the offensive line needs some love too, right?
Yes, sir. Always.
Back to you, Zig.
Thanks a lot, Dion and Noah Cortez. Great job. Homecoming king. Thanks to his offensive line, and he is our player of the game tonight. 18 carries, 193 yards, 4 touchdowns, and run after run after run. He breaks tackles, carries tacklers with him, and it's off to the races. He has been offered and committed to UCO. And there's touchdown number 3, and then this one, touchdown number 4. Dragged the tackler with him, and he just went untouched the rest of the way. Noah Cortez, our player of the game. How about the final stats as we check this one out? Broken Arrow, 441 yards total offense. They rushed for 284, passed for 157. First down's pretty much even. Jags turned it over twice. Struggled a little bit offensively, got a lot of yards in that fourth quarter. 273 total yards offense, but the man who carried them tonight, Dayton Wolf, who was 12 of 27 for 114 yards. Next Thursday night, Ford Game of the Week will be in Norman as Norman North Timberwolves host the Putnam City North Panthers. That's at 7 o'clock on YurView with Steve Marshall and Dion Amade. That's next Thursday night, Putnam City North at Norman North. And then don't forget, Friday night, we don't know where we're going. Dion wants to know where he's going. Help him out. It's the Ford Game of the Week, the Ford fan pick. It's either Yukon, Westmoore, Carl Albert at Guthrie, or Broken Arrow at Santa Fe. Go to yourview.com/Ford fan pick. Cast your vote. Vote early. Vote often. Results voting ends at noon Monday. Look for the results Monday afternoon, and then the game is next Friday night. So we want you, the fans, to choose the game of the week. For Dion Amade and our entire YurView broadcast team, I'm Mike Ziegenhorn. So long from Broken Arrow. The final score tonight, 69-10. Tigers win it. To watch this game and its replay, log on to yourview.com. Good night from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
Game Time on YurView has been brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers, the best in Oklahoma. Airco, the company you know. Tulsa Tech, for your future success, go to tulsatech.edu. And by Weoki Credit Union. Join us all fall long for some of the top high school football from around the country on Game Time.